Hi, chat. Welcome to another stream. How y'all doing today? Things are set up a little bit differently this stream, you may notice. Oh, we have one more thing to set up as well. I've got a new headset. So now I don't need to look like a homeless person with terrible headset from, you know, 2001, whenever I bought it. But anyway, welcome back. Hopefully you're all doing well. One thing that's annoying about this headset is it comes out of the left. So, oh, I could just, no, that would make a lot of sense. I'll probably switch that next stream. But anyway, welcome back. Hopefully you're all doing well. I missed yesterday's stream because I had no power, which was awful. There was a big storm in Michigan Wednesday night with 60-mile-an-hour winds, flooding, and close to 1 million people did not have power. And if we look at, also, it's slightly off center. Fuck! Wait, I fixed this. Why is it? Well, we can just analog fix it. There we go. Nice and centered now. What was I gonna do? Oh, I have to actually open Chrome. And then I also had everyone first. Let's see, population of Michigan. So Michigan's about 10 million people, and about 1 million of them did not have power. So that's close to 10% of the entire state. Yeah, hopefully we don't have mono today. I fixed it. I fixed the mono setup, so hopefully it should be good. Also, we still have some of the white balance issue, but for the most part, the keyboard cam is a little bit better today. But yeah, we were out of power, and with no power, there's no internet. So I was just fucking bored for like 4 days. My dad actually got power back before I did, so I went and hung out with him yesterday when I would have been streaming. But he didn't have internet, so it wasn't much better. But anyway, let me say hi to everyone who is here. JJMC was first today. Hello, welcome back. Cranpiel, how's it going? Good to see you again. A7XN1, I have not seen that name before. Welcome to the stream. What's he doing with Python? Well, today's gonna be a bit of a grab bag, mixed sort of stream. I have a whole bunch of email to catch up on from the 4 days that I didn't do internet. So we will be looking through all of my open source backlog and hopefully working on a few open source projects. Looks like Flake8, pre-commit, and set up CFG format, and pre-commit hooks, and a little bit of pre-commit.ci if we get to everything. Oh, and the chatbot. Is Marsha here? Well, I didn't see Marsha do her post, so I don't know if she's here yet, but anyway. Ghostman42, hello, welcome to the stream. I gotta used to not peeking, because unfortunately if I get too excited I peek the microphone. I have to tweak the settings a little bit. It's close to where I want it, but I haven't really done much with it yet. I mostly just plugged it in, got everything set up and hooked up, and not in left ear only stereo. I fixed that. Also, I gotta remember where my camera is. I don't know if I'm gonna quite stick to this three-quarter view. I might move the camera to be more front facing. I'm just realizing my monitors are not they're not square and they're not level, which I'll have to fix that. But anyway, hello, good to see you again. Welcome back. So making a website in Python. Probably not this stream, but I have done some websites in Python. Cat Peasant, hello. Actually, we might work on a little bit of the web API for pre-commit.ci today. So there is possibility that we do some web stuff. Oh, the bass in these headphones is nuts. But yes, test passed. Nice. RKJ, hello. Good to see you. And Koenig Geist, welcome back. And MSR, good to see you all. Let's give him a minute and he'll explain it the best way, but he works on his projects. Yes, indeed, indeed. Sometimes I work on other people's projects, but for the most part, I work on my own stuff. Ufix, hello, hello, welcome, welcome. Greebenings, says Cat Peasant. Greebenings, 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 Greebenings. Big streamer setup, yeah, I decided to invest in my setup a little bit. Does Newt compute? Says money and fame changed you, shaking my head. I mean, I had money before I started streaming, so I don't know that really did a difference. And I wouldn't say that I'm famous. So I also don't really think much changed other than I just decided it's time. I'm going to improve my setup. I shared a photo on the Discord, not with the new microphone setup, but at least my new stream layout. Yeah, here we go. So this is basically what it looks like. You can kind of see some of it in the background, and I was in the process of hooking up cables and stuff. This is the old microphone. But I now have an audio interface that sits here. I have a tripod, and my camera is peeking out right here. This camera is moved up on top of the screen. This document camera is gone. And by gone, it's over there in the corner. I might use it if I do like soldering and stuff, and like maybe set up a soldering station over here and then be able to flip over to the soldering station and see what that looks like. I mean, that was kind of the idea with the second desk, but we'll see. We'll see what happens there. But yeah, things are a little bit different. Hopefully it's better. I'll let you guys be the judge. Is this AWC Radio? Welcome to AWC Radio. I don't even know how to do a radio voice. I don't quite know what that would be like. Oh, that's really loud. Hey, Noob404, thank you for the resub. I like how you were like, you were gonna say it's pronounced soldering, but then TTS sold you out there. But welcome back. Good to see you again, Noob404. Hopefully you're doing well. I assume you're going for the British pronunciation. Ufix says, how much for the keyboard? I technically got this keyboard for free from Kinesis. It's a sponsored item. But if you do Bang Keyboard, you can learn about my keyboard and potentially purchase one for yourself. I guess I should put this up. But yeah. Okay, Jay says, does this whole weather thing seem strange after living in California for so long? I mean, the thunderstorm was actually pretty nice. I don't know. While it was happening, it was like in the middle of the night. I got out of bed and went and stood outside and watched the thunderstorm because I was like, this is so cool. I miss rain. But yeah, it was nice. I enjoyed it for better or worse, I guess. It's Dingus Khan says, that's a pretty sick keyboard. Well, I'm glad you like it. Mr. Shadow, hello. F short for F. Why won't my requests work properly? What? What? Hey, what's up, Twan? Wait, did you change your name? Cause you're subbed already. What was your name before, Twan? Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. Ufix says, good night. For me, it's 3 a.m. in India. Oh, yes. This is not quite my normal streaming time because this is surprise stream. We just decided to do it because I hadn't, but yeah. Amanda says, is this your setup? Yes, basically. UC Sailor Man. Thank you for the follow. Welcome. I'm gonna have to figure out my volume situation where I can hear the music. We'll see. Lord Roast Beef. Nice name. Thank you for the follow. Welcome. Almander, hello. Welcome back. The bot said it wrong too. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Shaz? The quality. What about the access to the door behind? What door? Oh, there's no door over here. There is a. Oh, I guess you can see in the photo. This is a closet. And there's like, it's hard to see it in this photo, but there's like 2 feet of room between the desk and the wall, so I can actually scoot back here and access this. Then again, I only use it as a storage closet, so all that's in there is cardboard boxes from stuff that I would maybe move around, and suitcases, I think. Pixels Chaos, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Neuron says the Twitch website is broken. I have to reload the whole damn website like 4 times. I restart the browser. Oh no, that's unfortunate. Yeah, TTS totally backfired. Isn't this desk a bit too short for you? No place for forearms. What do you mean? Well, I mean, when I put my hands down, oops, dang it. I put my hands down, I rest them on this guy anyway. Follow! Thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Nice name there. But I don't know. Is this a new keyboard? No, but it's a new camera and keyboard camera, and this backdrop is new. It's just a desk mat. Because I found when I just had my mouse on directly on. Oh, actually, and the mat in this photo is a different mat. This is the other one, but you can see it's too big. So it was overlapping my monitor, so I bought another one that's not so ginormous. But this one was from Kinesis. This is just a cheap Amazon one. Momdi, hello, hello. How do you have Twitch chat in the terminal? I wrote a chatbot, which you can learn more about here, but basically the chatbot listens to the IRC-like protocol and then produces output here. And it even has images, which I'll show you in a second. Cortex Evo, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Terminology, yes. And then one sec. All right, spam or emotes chat. Oh, now you can spam or emotes. Go for it. Lord Roast Beef says, now that's one split keyboard I'd be willing to try. Yeah, I was actually very hesitant about trying split keyboards myself. But this one is very, very close to a normal practical layout. And so I was actually able to take this out of the box and, you know, I was able to type 97 words per minute. I usually type around 115 or 120, but I was able to, almost 100 words per minute out of the box, no practice. I'd never used a split keyboard before. And so this is actually like a fairly approachable one. I have tried the famous Kinesis keyboard, the Advantage 2 or whatever. And that one I was garbage at. I was so bad at. But this one is, you know, if you're familiar with a normal QWERTY layout, it's not so bad. Noom44 says, drop by to say hi. Off to bed now. Have a good stream. Well, thank you for stopping by and thank you for the resub. I still have a cough. I'm not sick anymore. Yeah, sure, go for it, Joey Spites. I'm not sick anymore, but you know how when you get sick and then the next week or so afterwards has been you kind of feel congested and blah. I'm still in that realm at the moment, so still a bit coffee. And I don't have my normal glass of water because there was no that emote glitchy on Twitch as well, or is it just in my terminal? No, it's just glitchy in my terminal. Weird. I wonder what's up with that. Shrugs. Oh well. Not my problem. Where's your PC? In this photo, it's right here. This is my computer. Lechosa says, what did you study to know all of that? So I went to school for computer science, although I originally went to school for biochemistry. But I would say that I wouldn't say that my schooling set me up very well for my career or the other stuff that I know. A lot of that has just been me self-building my own projects and stuff like that. So I don't know. Most of it's just build shit and learn as I build stuff. Oh, excuse me. Don't forget to rewrite Babby and Russ. James Stew, hello, hello, welcome, welcome. Life's faded. Yeah, I don't have BTTV enabled on this thing, partially because BTTV just works on substrings, and so it's really tricky to get right. And with the Twitch emotes, Twitch tells the client where the emotes live, so it's really easy to splice them out. But yeah, in theory I could substring match and make BTTV work, but I have not bothered yet. So, you know, patch is welcome if you want to make it happen. Twan says, I've always been Twan, I just haven't been able to catch the live streams. Oh, well, welcome to the live streams. It's good to have you. Elamander says I was supposed to sleep 3 hours and then go to sleep. You don't have to stay up and watch me. Joyce Bite says Easy ANSI is a terminal framework. Ooh, like Curses or like Colorama or oh no. I should not set this down on the wood. I should set it on my coaster, which is specifically meant to prevent that. Already on 2.0.1. Nice, nice. Ooh. Ooh, fancy. How do I it's on GitLab. Interesting choice. 205 commits and you just released it. Sounds like you've been working pretty hard on this. Oh, that's a weird setup. Why isn't this at the top level? I would put that at the top level, that way it's easier for people to install it. But does this handle nice. Does this handle like full window drawing? If so, I might check it out. I guess I should look at the license before I start diving into the code, right? Oh god, why do I keep clicking on the wrong thing? Okay, MIT, cool, cool. Dope. Well, that's awesome. It's not hard yet. Shaz says, my sister just bought an indoor rower that she can't put anywhere, so I get to use it for a couple weeks. Oh man, rowing machines. My parents had one when I grew up, or I guess my dad, because I don't think my mom ever used it. And as a kid, I think I was just not smart enough to figure out how to use a rower, so I didn't. But it may also just been that it was a janky rower. I don't actually know. I wonder if he still has it. But there were rowers at the gym in college, and they were really nice and really easy to use. Rowing is a crazy workout. Like, I don't know. I felt like I could spend like 10 minutes there and just be drenched. And it's like a full body workout too, because it's not just arms, but it's like legs, core, everything. But yeah. The Slow Dev says, hi Anthony, I'm having pain in my shoulders. I use Vim a lot. Do you think split keyboard like that would make it better? So that's kind of the intent. And actually a few people in my stream have said that, you know, they also had shoulder problems and, you know, tried a split keyboard. Oh my goodness. Chell, thank you for the raid. Welcome, raiders. Let me give you a shout out while I'm in the middle of talking about keyboards. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. Why is this all out of order? Oh, it is out of order. What's going on? My Twitch dashboard's weird. But anyway, welcome back. It's good to see you all. For those of you that oh, you have the same keyboard. That's awesome. It's that's pretty nice. I like it. But as I was saying about the keyboard, and then I'll introduce myself, and then yeah, raiders and stuff. A few people in my chat that have, you know, also gotten this keyboard from my recommendation have also said that they had shoulder problems and this alleviated some of them. So it may improve that. It is intended as an ergonomic keyboard to give you better posture and all that stuff. Personally, I have not struggled with ergonomic problems in keyboards, but you know, some that have and say that this improves it. So perhaps your mileage may vary, but yeah, that's at least the intent. But welcome raiders. Let me say hi to the raid and then we'll catch back up on chat. Chasiobao. I definitely said that wrong. Welcome, welcome. And Chal, of course. Oh my goodness. Did you use a password generator to make your username? And then what is your password just password and so you just have to guess your username? Oh man, welcome, welcome. APOC, hello, hello, welcome to the stream. Do a challenge where every time you write a bug, you do 5 rows on the rower, can you buff in under an hour? I mean, I write bugs all the time, so I don't know that that's a good challenge. But I guess I should introduce myself. My name is Anthony, and I primarily work on open source software, mostly Python. So, oh, that's weird. Oh, I know why this happens. It's like, why didn't these show up? It's because the bot doesn't render its own emotes. Bobby J, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. I primarily work on open source software on Stream. I maintain a bunch of, I guess, popular open source libraries that you may have heard of, such as Flake8, PyTest, Talks, pre-commit, PyFlakes, Dead Snakes, libsass Python, PyUpgrade, and a bunch of other related tools. Something like 70 odd Python projects. But yeah, I like to work on open source stuff. I also like to work on my little startup-y thing called pre-commit.ci. And today we are catching up on open source stuff because my power was out for the last 4 days due to a storm in Michigan. So we're going to be grinding through. You're basically going to see what I do every morning when I go through my open source email. And hopefully, getting through all of that and getting caught up, because I like to stay at inbox 0 and not inbox bajillion. Is C3GO pronounced like Kego? Okay, cool. I will remember that. Kego. Nice. where do now I now have more questions than I had before. Like, where does the 0 come from? I could kind of see the C and the G, but wait, what? Chell says, I agree. It helped my shoulders out a lot. Nice, nice. Off by 1 error. Oh no. Zinglax says, hey, new here. Nice to meet you. I love PyTest. Vim question. Do you remap Control and Shift? I have heard people do that for ergo reasons. So funny thing about Vim. Let's see. We'll type a message in chat. See if my bot's smart enough. Do you use Vim? So I actually don't use Vim myself. Oh, that's weird. I don't use this terminal emulator either. So I actually wrote my own text editor called Babby, and oops, it'd be great if I could type my own text editor. It is largely inspired by Nano, so it shares a lot of the keyboard shortcuts that Nano has. I'm going to put this back to the other version of the bot so that I can have this. Oh no, it's fine. I also have used Vim and use Vim occasionally, and can actually punish me on stream if you want. I recently set up a thing in my bot where if you, how does it work? Yeah. So if somebody donates a number of bits that ends in 51, I will do that divided by 100 plus 1 number of minutes of Vim instead of Babby. And basically what it does is it resets this little symlink here to point at Vim if somebody were to donate bits. Which is just kind of, I don't know, a funny thing. I wanted to see if I could do it or not. E-Ray K says, hi guys, I'm new at Python, so I want to ask questions. Yeah, sure. I got this error, so what should I do? Value error, source code string cannot contain null bytes. So first question for you, are you on Windows? Because I'm guessing the answer is yes. Almost says, is Coursera a good platform to learn coding? It's decent. From what I've seen, it can be a little bit hit or miss. Okay, you are on Windows. So my guess is your whatever text editor you're using saved as UTF-16 instead of UTF-8. So if you open that, I think you might even be able to do it in just like boring old Notepad. Let's see. So if you're in Notepad, there will be this little encoding thing, and you'll want to make sure that you're picking UTF-8 if you're saving. If you're in a different text editor, it's obviously going to be different. But the problem that you're seeing is because it's saved as UTF-16, and Python can understand UTF-16, but you're usually better to just save as UTF-8 and save yourself a bunch of trouble. But that's almost certainly what the problem is. Hey, what's up, Exonity? Hello, hello. Good to see you with your whiskey emote. Of course, of course. And LJMF. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. EasyNZ's net full screen drawing right now. I describe it as Colorama on steroids. Nice. Awesome. That's cool. Cortex Evo says rowing is good for you because it's not as hard on your joints. Ah, yeah, because you're mostly, you know, laid down chilling, but also exercising at the same time. Hey, what's up, Sagar? Hello, hello. How much was the bit thing again? I'm gonna make Anthony use Vim. So it's 51 is the minimum number of bits. And that'll get you 1 minute of me using Vim. But I'm not actually using my text editor yet, so I would save it until I'm about to start working on something. Because we've definitely not been 30 minutes into the stream and I haven't done anything yet. Sagar says, what are some good resources for an intermediate software engineer who is new to Python? Well, funny you should say that. I'm going to shill some of my own content before recommending others. I actually have put together over 300 videos on various topics in Python, Linux, Git, DevOps, etc. That they're not particularly organized in any sort of way. This is actually the best way to get them from this playlist here on GitHub. But yeah, there's a whole lot of different stuff that you can learn here. And anytime that you run into something where you're like, man, I really wish I knew something about this, or I wish I knew more about this, or you know, I don't know why this is happening, you can just ask a question, and often I will make it into a video, which is cool. The explains playlist originally started as a way for me to not have to keep repeating the same questions in chat, but it's kind of grown into more of the organic way for me to share educational content. And I'm very proud of this playlist. I'm really happy with what I've produced here. So check out these videos, and yeah, hopefully you enjoy them. Zinglax, thank you for the follow, and David Hawley, thank you as well for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Your follow message is awesome. Yes, so my follow message is inspired by pre-commit. Pre-commit, run pre-commit. What am I doing? Like 8. So the output looks very much like this GitHooks framework that I wrote, and I wanted the theming, the idea behind my follow notifications to also follow that. So that's where that comes from. Ghostman says, do you ever plan to write a book for Python? Maybe. The problem I find with writing books is a lot of this stuff that I would write on, I feel like other people have done and may have done better. And some of the other stuff that I would write on would become out of date as soon as it became in print. So, I don't know. I feel like I could write on a lot of different topics, but I don't know. Like, if I wanted to write a book, I would want to be doing it for a purpose, and I don't read books myself, so I don't know that making a book for other people for educational purposes would serve the best result, because mostly because I don't read books, so how would I how would I do a book justice, I guess. I definitely think I could write a book. That isn't to say that I couldn't write a book. I could. I just, one, don't think it would make much money, and two, would be a fuck ton of effort. And yeah, I don't know. Maybe someday. I cut my thumb. Oh, is that gonna work? No. Oh, we can do this now, though. Yeah, there you go. Cut my thumb. I don't know why, though. Vladimir says, have you changed your setup? Yes. There are several new things in my setup. So, microphone is new. This camera is new. This camera is not new, the one up here that's pointing at the keyboard. But it used to be the one that was pointing at my face. And instead of being straight on camera, it's now 45. So you get this kind of, oh, but it covers up carpet. We have to move carpet. Maybe we'll swap Bub and I have a new headset. All of those things are new. There we go. Now we can see carpet. There we go. But yes, my setup has changed. I have purchased a bunch of new equipment, and hopefully it's better. Mr. XDev, hello, welcome, welcome. Exonity says, I just found pre-commit quoted in a Python book. Ooh, which book? I think I know of one book. I don't remember which one though. But there's supposedly, like, I remember reading at least, or somebody showing me a screenshot or a picture or something. But yes, let's actually start working on some open source stuff because I haven't done anything yet. It's been a half hour. JDMC! Oh, you were here before. You were first today, weren't you? Am I remembering correctly? Yes, you were first, of course. The mic sounds good? Good. That's the part that I was most concerned about because I spent the most time researching that among everything else. The camera was easy. I was just like, well, this is a decent Sony camera and I can set it up with HDMI. Done. Easy. Everything else, yeah, I guess, I mean, other than the microphone and the sound interface, I think everything else was fairly straightforward. Okay, but yeah, let's do the first thing, which is partially done, so I don't have to do much work on this one. The other Flake8 maintainer actually did some work on this. But our favorite person in the world opened a new issue on Flake8 due to Python 3.10, and the reason for this is, let's see, version. Okay, we're on a new enough version. Mike is a huge improvement. I love hearing that. I'm glad. Let's see. Yeah, so the syntax errors in 3.10, perhaps you forgot a comma. Yeah, definitely forgot a comma here. Seems maybe not the best. Yep, every syntax error is clearly you're missing a comma. But anyway, this is new. So if we did this in Python 3.9.19 apparently, you'll see that it just points at this. So what changed in 3.10 is syntax errors now have a beginning point and an end point. And how am I going to do this? I guess you do exec. Yeah. Okay, so basically what I did here is we're catching the syntax error. Oh, I don't actually need to assign it. I can just print directly in here. e.args. Woofer Kitten, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. Okay, so in 3.9, you get the message of the syntax error. So that's what this part is here. And then you have additional values here. This is the file name, the line number, the column offset, and the logical line. So that's what 3.9 gave you. In 3.10, we still have the same message, and the start of the tuple is the same, but now it has this as well. And this is, I believe, the end line number and the end offset so that it can print these little things here. I actually don't know why it says perhaps you forgot a comma. We can probably find that out though. Mr. XDev, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Advanced Python development by Matthew Wilkes. Oh, interesting. I don't know. Well, it's linked here, I guess. Oh, I think this is the one that I've seen. Am I not logged in? Oh, I am. Well, they're certainly using pre-commit here. Is this literally just gonna match their fucking pip file over and over and over? Hello? Oh, here we go. Wait. Why did they check in and get repo? What? Anyway. Mr. XDev says, I'm doing my Discord bot project. I could have done it weeks ago, but I don't know why I'm so fucking lazy. Yeah. Are you forgetting closing brace would have been more meme? Yeah, that would have been pretty good. Yeah, I actually, yeah, okay, let's see. Get brush, check out main. I don't know why I have this sitting around. Did this get merged? I thought that got merged. Did it not? It's still sitting here. Don't mind me, just trying to clean up my working directory and definitely not being distracted by all sorts of other stuff. Looks like it did get merged while stale. Wait, did it add the stale after it got merged? Oh no, it got merged before then. Where's my little delete branch button? Wait. Oh, I need to do all prune. There we go. Oh, and this patch, I opened this pull request like 5 years ago. And it finally got merged. SharkGG says, hey, there is code to use any bash aliases. Not really. We can go through every single one of my aliases. Let's actually do it on the other screen. Bash aliases. All right. The first are adding more color to grep and ls. The second one is an unfortunate alias. This is like hardwired in my brain because when I use Terraform at Yelp, they only expose the Terraform binary as TF and not as the full spelled out Terraform. So unfortunately, all of my muscle memory for Terraform is TF apply and TF plan and TF blah. So usually I don't like to do shorthand aliases, but this one was so ingrained in my head that I'm stuck with it. So, and part of the reason that I don't do shorthand aliases is because people watching my stream won't have my same alias setup, and so they'll be really confused about what I'm doing. But also I type fast enough that it's not really saving me much time anyway. Then I have a bunch for typos. DC is a reverse Polish notation calculator, which I literally never use. The only reason it gets pulled in is because there's some weird fucking printer driver that depends on it. So yeah, a bit annoying. So I make sure to not do that. And I typo that one all the time. I typo grep a lot. This one actually is a reverse typo now. So originally it used to be aliasing Babby to Nano, and now it's Nano alias to Babby. And the reason for that is, I should actually make these two the same, but whatever. The reason for that is I used to typo Nano all the time as Babby, which is, Nano, but one hand shifted over, which no longer applies on a split keyboard, but you could imagine. I used to typo that a lot, and when I made my own text editor, I was like, oh, what should I name it? And fortunately, I had a name that was, already set up for me. I could just use Babby. This one is another like weird brain twist for me. Chmod actually, the D and the X like aren't really close to each other. But for whatever reason, whenever I do chmod plus X, my brain is just like, you should type chmox. And no, that's not the right thing. But I've done that so many times that I just aliased it. This one is because AWS, the AWS command, if you do -- help, it's fucking useless. Like if you do AWS EC2 help, I'm using the backslash to avoid the alias here, by the way. You'll see this is like absolutely useless. It does not tell you at all. It's like, oh, you should type help here instead of doing -- help. But I made a little wrapper command called AWS help, which you can pip install AWS help and just set up an alias like this for exactly the same thing. And, you know, -- help now does the thing that you would expect it to do, which is, you know, actually show the help. And if we did what, describe instances -- help, it'll give you describe instances. It's wild. It actually fucking works. But yeah, I was so sick of AWS being annoying, so I made that little package. AWS help. Oh, this actually reminds me of something. Here's this anyway. How to use this if you really want it to. But yeah, really useless help output. But I wanted to show you one thing which was inspired by me, but I didn't do it myself. I actually showed somebody the shorthand, the P shorthand, in a YouTube video. So if you go pypi.org/p/project name, it redirects directly to that project for you. So you don't have to type out the word project. And I was like, man, it would be really cool if u/my name redirected as well, which now does. And it would be also really awesome if s/project name redirected to simple. And Drunk Time Lord, who sometimes stops by the chat, was like, oh, yeah, that would be cool. And so they went ahead and sent a pull request to Warehouse, and now those shorthands work, which is really cool. But yeah. How do I say her name? Chesu Bao. How do I say her name? But I am familiar with Steam Locomotive, the SLLS mix-up. Oh, nice. Hey, and Ethan Typing has resubscribed at 25 months. It's good to see you again. Thank you for your continued support. And how are you doing on this fine Sunday, Ethan? Do you like my new setup? I'm realizing I'm peeking my mic, so I'm actually going to scoot it forward a little bit. But welcome back. Good to see you. Joyce Bytes uses up equals cd dot. Yeah, I have seen that one before. The problem with that is if you do up, get like different stuff. So is there actually a way to do this correctly? I don't think there is, but presumably you just type up and then it works, which, like, yeah. Zinglax says, Vim. I don't use Vim, so I do sometimes. Pokeballs says, out of curiosity, did you get banned on Nintendo from your last stream? I did not. I did not get banned. For those of you who are perhaps not in the loop, last stream oh, this is all left ear because this is before I fix my fucked up microphone. Fully BTS, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Where were we? It's right at the end, right? Is this not the right stream? This is not the right stream. What stream is this? Oh, this is Monday's stream. Where was... I guess it's on YouTube. But yeah, we did a stream where I was automating catching a shiny Pokemon. Yeah, this stream. So we were using this little device here, plus some code, to reset through Pokemon to eventually get a shiny Pokemon, which we did eventually. Oh, am I wearing the same shirt? I'm wearing the same shirt. Good job, me. Rip. Yeah, but we eventually, this is the shiny Pokemon. I guess I can show you an encounter. Oh, I went too far forward. Dang it. Yeah, it's too far forward. But anyway. How do you do the 51 again? It's bits. In fish, CD is omitted, dot goes up. Oh, in Bash, if you do CD with nothing, it goes to your home directory. Which makes the most sense to me. I would be thrown off by the fish thing. Okay, so here it should sparkle. And this was after, I think, an hour and a half of resetting or something ridiculous. But yeah, this is the shiny Vanilla X. Ring. But yeah, that was last Saturday, I think. Any reason not to use this? ZSH, ZSH? Well, for one, I don't know how to pronounce it. But for two, I mostly use, I mean, other than my text editor, I mostly use vanilla tools. Because I spend a lot of time on other people's computers. And, you know, I could learn Zeesh and do all the fun stuff there, but I haven't. But funny thing you ask, StrecGG, about ZSH. I'm gonna type ZSH CVE Anthony Satilli into Google. And oh look, I have 2 CVEs to my name. 2018 0502 and 2018 13259. Due to an arbitrary code execution in shebang parsing in ZSH. Due to this buffer overflow here. So if you actually put this in a file, it would run a command named XY or NXYYY or something like that. Something like that. One of those things. Yeah. Oh, XN. This file here. So yeah, there was a arbitrary code execution here, and originally found, well, my friend and I found it kind of together. Buck was like, "This is weird. Why does this work?" And I was like, "Oh, this looks like a security problem." And so we both put our name on the CVE. But yeah, I found a security bug in Zeesh. It's kind of cool. Same for fish, but only ... goes up. Oh, if you just do ... Oh, I understand. I read that wrong. Now I understand. Have you been to PyCon? I've been to PyCon twice. Twice? Yeah, I went in 2015, which was my first PyCon, when I was just a wee babby. And I went in 2019. I would have gone in 2020. I had tickets and everything, but then, you know, everything kind of went to shit. So I did not go that year. Hey, what's up, Flots Drew? Hello. Good to see you again. Zythrius says having no wood behind your keyboard looks weird now. I mean, I could like trim this or trim it on this side. Because there is actually, I mean, yeah, there is actually wood back here. The reason that I have the mat at all is because the keyboard was sliding around. Oh, I should not do that because it shakes my whole desk. The keyboard was sliding around on the desk without that, so that's why I got the mat. Ikme, hello, welcome. And James Boyan, good to see you again. Sunday stream at 12 a.m. kind of unlucky. Yes, yeah, sorry. I felt bad because I couldn't stream yesterday and I was so far behind on everything else, so I decided to stream. And I haven't caught up on anything yet because I've just been basically just chatting for 50 minutes. Singlax says 2019 Cleveland. Yep, indeed. I was actually born in Cleveland. I had a startup booth there. Oh, cool. Nice. Sebum Ammo says, are those macros on the left of your keyboard to use them? Yes, these are macro keys over here. Do I use them? Currently, no. These are also macros. I do use these. So like if I press this button, you get fancy selfie mode. And this button takes me back to there. I use these two for YouTube. So like this is my YouTube selfie mode, which I need to record a video today. I have not done that. Shoot. Because otherwise I don't have enough for this week. I guess I'll do that later. But yeah, I use that to kind of bounce around stuff. But yeah, I could macro these. I have not set them up yet. Mostly because I don't remember to. Occasionally I will use this one, which is not that one. That was that one. This one, which is just a shorthand for Control Z. But not too often. Jonas Sydney, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. Apologetica XOXO. Hello. Welcome. Okay, so let's do the first thing that I was talking about. I actually get something done this stream. And that is that there was attribute error, and it changes a little bit in 3.10. And fortunately, Ian has already sent a patch for this. But my slightly strict linting and something else trip this up, I guess. Let's see what failed here. Oh, that was weird. 15. What is this? Oh, 100% coverage on the test is not hit, and that's probably because of the way you wrote the test. Yeah. Yep. Indeed. So I'll just put no covers on this. So I'll just fix that up for him. Okay. James Wayne says, new video. Hi, YouTube. I got a new camera. How do you guys like it? The end. Yeah, right? Sorry, new video. Gotta be on brand. Also, new headset. A new desk, new everything. Get brush -r. So this should fail currently. And new microphone. Yes, indeed, Zithrius. Also a new microphone. New sound interface. New keyboard camera. Well, new old keyboard camera. New desk. New monitor stand. New desk mat. New microphone boom. New headset. What else? That might be it. Yeah, I think that's it. Old mic's in, yeah, the old mic is back here. I might still use it for some stuff. Like this microphone is not good if I need to record like a whole room. So if I was doing like, I don't know, a recording with more than one person, maybe interviewing someone, I don't know, or cooking or whatever else I want to do. Like if I was going to do a 12-hour stream, I'd probably, 12-hour stream with someone else. I'd probably use that microphone because this is a dynamic microphone, so it basically only works when it's right in front of my face, and becomes much quieter. So I gotta have it right up here, otherwise, yeah. Posture says, I was thinking about running Docker Compose either beside or in Docker. Am I right in thinking that Docker and Docker overhead is minimal compared to Docker on hardware? So I do not have much experience running Docker in Docker, so I don't know the answer there. The thing with Docker and Docker is, or at least from what I recall about Docker and Docker, most of the performance differences you'll see are not in CPU performance, they're in IO. And that's because with Docker and Docker, it can't take advantage of overlay FS, which is generally how Docker goes zoom zoom. It has to use an entirely virtualized file system. So I think that's where you're going to see most of the difference. You would have to profile it to see exactly what's different there. Catherine, hello, hello, welcome, welcome. Yeah, I'm doing well. I still have like lingering cough, but I think it's mostly just because my my lungs have been so used to just coughing constantly for the last week and a half that this continues. But I'm not sick anymore. At least I hope not. Sir Mike Slot says, "What microphone did you get?" I have. Let's get the box over here. I haven't put all my boxes away yet. I have the, oh goodness, right over here, the Shure SM7B, which is a very popular vocal and podcasting microphone. Yeah, that is what I have. Inivan, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. But yeah, that's the microphone that I've got, Sir Max Slot. Did you get new equipment? Hopefully you will do a video about it. Yeah, I think I will finally maybe do a video about my computer setup now that I'm happy with all of the hardware that I have set up. So we'll probably do something like that. What illness did you have? I don't know. It wasn't coronavirus, so it was probably just the flu, a flu or cold, or I don't know. It was bad, but drugs, who knows? Jerem says finally getting my second Rona shot tomorrow. Nice, nice. Congrats. Good to finally be vaccinated. That's awesome. Like your blue shirt, nice color. Yeah, I think I think I actually wore this last Saturday, so I must have done laundry between then and now. But oh well. Sure, SMB7. What microphone did you used to have? It's actually sitting right there. I used to run the Blue Yeti, and good microphone, but I think this one's a little bit better. Lead Rose says different perspective. Yeah, we have a new camera, so we've got a different positioning of it. I don't know if I quite like the 3/4, the 3/4 look here. I might change it so that it's mounted where the old microphone used to be. Old camera used to be. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We will see. Ryan is Hopping says, "Do you know anything about supply chain security and safely using open source software?" Yes, I do. I also know that supply chain security is kind of bullshit, and it's really easy to make money on security bounties by finding supply chain vulnerabilities. Because I have made almost $20,000 from bug bounties from supply chain vulnerabilities. But yeah, the left background is a bit sorry over here. Yeah, I don't know what to do. I kind of So what I could do is move things a little bit, like so. That might be slightly better. I don't know. I have to fiddle with this and get it into a position that I'm happy with, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, the camera is probably not final. Oh, were you not happy with the speaker over there? Yeah. Well, I'll probably move that. I don't know. Shrugs. Anyway, okay, so this is failing due to that coverage issue, so we'll just fix that. 359. I wonder if we should use an actual syntax error here. If we do, If we actually use a real syntax error, does the test pass? Looks like the answer is no. Oh, why did I come in unexpected? Oh, we're still gonna need a branch. Okay, well, then in that case... we will just put the no cover lines here. Pragma, no cover. Actually, it doesn't even need this. Right? Pragma, no cover, 3.10 plus. And that should fix everything up. Oh, not Pipe 319. I don't have 3.19 installed. Now paint the room a different color. Yeah, let me just snap paint everything. I might also get a green screen at some point. I don't know. Depends on whether. I mean, I like the you know, real background. It's the drop song chat. Oh, why can we not hear it? Oh, we can. Okay, I was like, that's weird. He's out of order. I think I can just get rid of this. For those of you, this is what I'm looking at right now. I'm trying to reorder these. Oh, I can just hide this one because I never want this one. There we go. There we go. That's what I was trying to do. Cannot auto spec a mock object. What? That's a lot of Fs. Oh, were there even more? Okay, we have a bit to fix. I guess we'll work on that then. Oh shit. And this is why I don't wait. Why are these failing? Oh. Dicks. It's failing because of everyone's favorite standard library module. Import the metadata did stupid shit. Background color red? Yeah, if only it were that simple. There's flames. Wait, F, we didn't drop any frames. What are you talking about? Coffee before code. Hello, hello. Are you trying to inject here? Good luck. Good luck. But anyway, this fixes that, at least. Oops, it didn't do anything. There we go. Commit that bad boy. Get that going. And then we'll fix the test suite. And we'll fix the 310's test suite and set that up, I guess. Column gradient 0 and token and syntax error and len token is equal to 4. I think we can actually get rid of this condition there. Oh, but it could be not a... This is already calling len on it, so... think... Holy shit, that's a bunch of fucking whack-ass logic. Well, whatever, it's good enough. I'll be able to delete it later. Koninggeist has redeemed the standing desk. The way. And we will slowly... Would it be funny if I just sat down here and coded? Bye, chat! Alright, now we stand. Which, I guess... Oh no. There we go. There we go. Coffee Before Code says, what keyboard do you have? If you do bang keyboard, you can learn more about it. Zithria says, at my standing desk. Yeah, it's what's going on. Somebody has the emote prefix steak. That's kind of amazing. All right, git push origin head -f and refresh. Thumbs up this and approve, and then we'll merge it, and then we'll set up 310 there. Not going. It goes to middle. And while that's going, 310 tests. The username of the PR? Is there some joke that I don't understand? Is this a, did someone... I don't know the joke. But this is the person that I took over Flake8 from, because yeah, they're burned out on open source. Coffee for Code says, how far apart can they get? My chiropractor said I need to keep my hands further apart while typing. So there's this wire here. Let me show you how far. I mean, you can go further with hardware modding. But this is about the limit for how far they could go, and I guess, you know, my hand to scale. My span here is 8 inches, so right around a foot apart, I would say, something like that. This particular model is USB 2 or USB 3, USB 2. I think this one's USB 2. My other keyboard is USB-C, but this one is. No thanks. I prefer life. Wait, rather than I still don't understand. Oh well, I'll just never understand. That's okay. Sometimes I can live in ignorance too, chat. Wait, you're still failing? What the fuck? Printers. Someone probably added a new lint rule that we have to ignore somewhere. It's probably naming somewhere. That'd be my guess. That was the one that failed last time. Oh, did I miss Ryan is hopping? Thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Sorry. Sorry if I missed you. I fucking hate this. I hate stupid docstring checks. It's so stupid. So stupid. Stupid. If it was up to me, I would remove that. But I didn't add it, so I feel like it's not really my place to remove it. So this command has been deprecated. Use twine check instead. Be an easy fix as well. I gotta stop setting this down on my desk because otherwise I'm gonna have rings all over my desk. Oh. How was your weekend, chat? Mine was alright, other than not being able to do anything because no internet, no power. I played a lot of Pokemon. I caught a bunch of shiny Pokemon. Let's see. What did I catch? It's not sheets.com. It's sheets.google.com. Wait, are you red already? Oh, I know that's that. Like how there's the best girl spreadsheet. Okay, let's see. I caught Armaldo, Metapod, Nidorita, and Altaria this weekend. While playing some Pokemon. The funny thing is these games, Platinum is I think 12 years old. I was playing like a 12-year-old Pokemon game to catch shiny Pokemon. But it's still by far my favorite method for catching shiny Pokemon. But real old. Zithrius says, thank you, Sea Lion. What's your IDE? Solid blank suggestion box there. Sea Lion is the C editor from IntelliJ, right? Nee says I finally finished plotting Chia. Oh no. Oh no. Fucking Chia. You're the reason. You're the fucking reason that buying hard drives is so goddamn expensive. I hope you know that, Nee. Chia. Chet says, I learned a lot this weekend. We'll see if I remember any of it. Nice. You got the hard drives for free? Yeah, but the act of plotting Chia. Wait, this was done and now it is undone. What the fuck happened here? Okay, there we go. I mean, the act of plotting Chia means you are putting value into the system. Value. Which therefore causes more people to mine and make hard drives impossible to buy. Siba Mama says, what mouse do you use? Garbage B100. Oh wait, did I fix this view? The answer is no. I did not fix that view. I guess we could fix it though. Can you still hear me? Yeah. This is supposed to be my document camera view. Oh, that's so... Oh man. That's so mildly infuriating. It's like ever so slightly not 16:9. It's also really blurry, so that's probably why I didn't bother fixing this. Transform, rotate 180. Yeah, so this is going to be lower quality than the old one, but it's better color balance, and normally it just sits in this view, so you don't notice that it's lower quality. But Hip911, thank you for the follow. Welcome. RKJ says, gotta sleep, have a good stream. Well, thank you for stopping by. Good to see you again. And the Armchair General is here. Hello. Double O Nibble. Are you trying to get me to say nipple? It's just fair, I guess. Nipples are great. But okay. Let us get branch pi through 10. pull fffullnate. That's what I'm trying to do. So we're gonna try and get the test working for Python 3.10. And where is the warnings in PyTest? Yeah. Well, we have to actually find the warning. Python -w1s-m vacate. I think I can just do this. Yeah. Yep, that works. What is this failure though? Stupid log output. This is a great example, chat, of why I think logging is stupid. Where's the test failure? Let me scroll up for 3 fucking years until we finally get to the test failure. Still not there yet? Oh, we finally got it. Of course, it's a syntax error difference. But yeah. Wonderful. The thinner says you could crop it at the top though, not really using that part. Oh yeah, you mean like a purish? Yeah, of course. Yeah, I could. Fortunately, there is there's an option to PyTest. PyTest has a fucking million options. Show capture equals that. Yeah, I think it's show capture equals no. Yeah, there we go. So that gets rid of the annoying log output. Okay, but we need to add a new case to this. Less than 310. Oops. Okay, so it's 110 instead of 8, which is going to make this line too long. Great. No QA E501. Oh, and that one changes too. That's on line 216. 216. There we go. LSys version info. Wow, I just wrote some camel case there. That was a interesting one. I forgot to put the no cover on that other one, so we'll have to do that one. Oh, we can actually write that here. CBum says, what editor is this? You can do Bang Editor, or as ShazRobot has done, Bang Babby. It is my own text editor that I have written myself, called Babby. All right, let's see what the other failure is here. There was some like annoying mock thing. Cannot auto-spec a mock object. This is probably double mocking, if I had to guess. Huh. Weird. How is this working before? Huh. I mean, this is a good new error message. I'm kind of surprised that it's worked before. Restrict usage of mock objects as specs 25326. Python, CPython, poll. This one. Oh, it's supposed to be polls with an S, isn't it? Oh, no, we got it right. Cool. Huh, there was a bug in the test. It's amazing. A lot of discussion on this. Okay, anyway. This is worth fixing. It should be a pretty easy fix. So the problem is in this function. Create manager with plugins. Is this not already an auto spec? I'll just do that instead. I'm not used to typing at this keyboard while standing up. That's why that's a little bit weird. Oh, it already does that here. God damn it. What is the function called? Create manager with plugins. Where does this get used? Just in those two places. Okay, so we can just get rid of that. It's just dot plugins. Okay. So what we can do is auto spec equals true. And then think. Oh, Calzoon has redeemed a toggle the standing desk. Okay, so we're gonna sit down now. Let this slide on down there. Got cables all over the place. But yes, we do have a new setup, Jenny Pie. Good to see you again. How are you doing? It's weird that my microphone is at a different level, standing versus sitting, but I guess that's the way things go. Kelzin says, well then. Thank you for that. 15 minutes standing desk? Yeah, how long was I up for? Actually, how would I know? How would I know? 17-ish minutes. 18 minutes, something like that. Should I toggle it again? I set a cooldown, so hopefully you shouldn't be able to toggle it again. Jane Power says, what other languages do you use? On a day-to-day basis, not much beyond Python, Bash, occasional C. What languages do I know? Like 20 of them. Too many. Okay. Plugin manager. Okay, cool. That fixes that. So I can just get rid of this. Oh, I forgot to get rid of my breakapoint. Sick. Matco says, can Kali do everything Ubuntu can? Yeah, they both run Turing complete languages. Can you practically do everything? Probably. I don't see why not. Nirm says, I have enough points to move the desk up and back down again. Well, it is rate limited, so it will not allow you to do both, I think. Grunbeck Rule says, insane setup. Was it tough to switch to a no regular mouse setup? Oh, I have a regular mouse. This is a fidget toy. Yeah, I can't use weird mice. I can use a nipple mouse, but that's about it. But yeah, I have a fairly standard normal mouse. God damn, no, it's all good. It's all good. Welcome to the stream, by the way. Cortex Evo says, do you only code on Linux and regular computer usage on Windows? Occasionally, I will do some code on Windows, but it's usually when I'm debugging Windows-specific problems. And the bot got you. That's funny. Pokeball says, clarifying question, which language do you prefer? To be honest, most of them are not great. Juicebox Hero has resubbed for 16 months. Good to see you again, Juice. How are you doing? I am online again, and you'll notice things are different. Hopefully you'll notice they're different. Please notice me. Please notice that they're different. But yeah, I have a new setup, new camera, new microphone, new headset, new document camera, new desk, new sound interface. Yeah, new stuff. Anyway. I don't know. Python is currently the language I write the most in. Just based on what I do, I guess. Not really any preference. It's just how it ends up. But yeah, I guess. Hopefully that answers it. How many languages do you know? Yes. I mean, not yes, but I know a lot of them. GeniePie says, what do you use for product management / organization, Trello, Asana, etc., trying to find products to help me stay organized? I am not gonna lie, I mostly just use email to manage my stuff. Link list, yeah, feel free to DM me on Discord. Hangry Goddess, oh my god, I love that name. Thank you for the follow, welcome to the stream. And Python Beginner and Walrus, thank you both for the follow as well. Welcome, welcome. Walrus. Is your PC dual booted? Nope, I am running in a virtual machine. I'm running Windows. It's all a facade. Raycan says, what are we doing today? We are catching up on open source and being constantly distracted. Right now we're trying to get the Flake8 test suite running on F310. I believe we have gotten it working, which is good. Not too much to make it happen. But yeah. And I think I could actually revert Ian's test with the mock because we have an integration test that covers the same case, but oh well. Walrus squared, yeah, Walrus must be taken, yeah, indeed. Grandpa's iPad says, I feel like this camera angle will give us a much better view of your buttonlessness. Oh, speaking of which, I mean, I already gave you a free button, but I gotta take it away. It does and it doesn't because the microphone. The microphone is my saving grace. I could do some of. The stand is a little bit fiddly. Come on, there we go. I could do some of this. Well, even that covers it. I don't know. I could figure it out. I could make it happen somehow. But actually, I'd rather it be down here so that I can see my screen. Anyway, cool. So the last thing to do here is get this working with GitHub Actions, and I don't know whether 310 works directly or not. So we are just going to try this. I'm guessing it needs to be quoted. We'll try that and see what happens. Just paint the mic chest colored. Yeah, I could put stickers on here. She says your new mic is great. Good. I hope so. That was most of the reason that I decided to upgrade my setup, was so that my microphone was better. MasterCard 08 and Groenbeck Rules and Sarsatra Plus. Thank you all for the follow. Welcome, welcome. And tape on little hairs. Oh no. I mean, have you seen my chest? I would need a little bit more than a little hair. Anyway. Git commit-m test using Python 3.10. Nair that? The hairs are little, their quantity is great. Oh, okay, I understand. I understand. I guess I'll try on my fork first. That way I don't send everyone emails. Grunbeck Rules says, even though in my 5th semester of computer science, I still can't keep up with your pace. Man, be zooming through this like Sanic. Yeah. Well, I mean, I've been doing this for 20 years-ish. Almost 20 years. 19. 19 years? Oh. 20 years. I'm fucking old. God damn. Yeah. A while. How do I get 20 years of experience in 1 year? One is not simply. If only it were that easy, right? Sir, you must have 20 years of experience in pre-commit. Well, it's only existed for 7 years. Frost Frog, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Frogs are actually my favorite animal. I didn't want to do that just yet. Is it going to run the test here is the question. I think the answer is no. I think it's my fault as well. Yeah. Yeah, so we gotta make a pull request anyway. Oh well. We'll do it. And CSS is my passion! Oh, good job, GitHub. GG on that one. I don't think this is gonna work, but we'll try it. I think the value is actually 310-dev. But we'll see what this does. I think it will error out. Not 100% certain, but yeah, there we go. 310 with Arch X64 not found. GitHub Actions setup Python. Is this the one with the releases? No. Python versions is the one with the releases. There's 310 RC1. How does one use it? Maybe this will tell me how? Download and set up the latest available version of Python. What? What if I just don't give a shit? Just like give me whatever. Oh, gross. That's so stupid. Just gonna go for a run. Sounds good. Sounds good. I'll see you when you get back. Just write a script. Yeah, there you go. No learn, only experience. Yeah. I have to maybe loosen that screw or grease it up a little bit. Every other part of this is well moving, but that one is not. Hey, some coding guy. Thank you for the resub. Whoa. The 1 year club. The 1 year club. Thank you for your continued support. It's good to see you again. Some coding guy also streams on this crazy platform that we stream on. Thank you for your continued support. Good to see you again. Hopefully you're doing well, and my viewers should check out your channel as well while we figure out how to do. I don't want to do this ugly fucking syntax here. Like, it seems gross. Like, what if I... This makes me think that it's going to go between alpha and 0. What if I want 3.9 whatever? It's fucking stupid. So dumb. But I give it appears to be the only solution, so we will do that then. I'm gonna put 999 here and see what happens. I think I actually want .rc1, but we'll do that instead and see what happens. See what happens. Yeah, ugly, yeah. Why doesn't it just let me put 310? Like, I don't know why they care that it's pre-release versus not. It should just fucking work. There's probably an issue that's like, this is stupid, just make it work. Oh, by our favorite person that opens issues. Broke my fidget spinner. I'm trying to get the little piece back. Because it has... I gotta remember where the new camera is. And you can pop out the little pieces in here, so occasionally I just pop out. It should just fucking work as like half software development. Yeah. Yeah. Oh look, they found exactly what I wanted. Weird. Oh, this is a duplicate. Good job finding duplicates. Anyway, I'm not gonna read through the rest of their shit because I don't care. Okay, so this should be updated now. Did I not push? Oh, I pushed the wrong place. Silly me. There we go. Mobby. Pushed the wrong place. Okay. I should take a new photo of my setup. I guess I'm gonna make a video about this, so I'll just do that later. Oh, I have done one of the 10 things in my email. We gotta do the other 10. So much for catching up, I guess. Some kind of guy says, so lessons learned from mobile streaming, 520p with reasonably large fonts still works when streaming mobile. Oh, nice. Genie Pie says, I just switched to a vertical monitor on one side. I actually had kind of like an X-Wing setup. X-Wing? Is that what they're called? No. What are the holy shit. Fucking brain, what are they called? Are they TIE fighters? Yeah, TIE fighters. I had like a TIE fighter setup. Oh, you guys all told me in chat I'm just slow. My bad. Thank you. Did you get a tan? I've been going outside a lot more, so yes. I also got a new camera, so all of the colors that it shows will be relatively different. But yeah, I've been tan for a while. I guess you can compare them directly. So this is the bottom is what the old camera would have shown me as, and the top is what the new camera shows me as. So it's, you know, blindingly white and tan. I got the A6400 Sony camera. This name lacks creativity. That's kind of a good name. Asks, what is the blue button? You bang. Blue thing. There we go. It's a fidget toy. It spins. It looks nice. That's about it. Tan, no, lightly brown to perfection. Yes, I'm is a bit toasted. Alright, so tests are passing now. These stupid syntax. Fucking stupid syntax. But what are you gonna do? Oh, you already did it. Oh, I missed it, Nirm. Thank you, Nirm. Appreciate that. Nirm! Bum, 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 bum. I'm surprised that this error message is still... It doesn't say, did you miss a comma? I guess because this was the tokenizer thing that I did. Rishem, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. Nice when you can delete an entire function by... Oh, I only did in one place. Fucking goddamn. Well, this is why you review your own code. That's supposed to be dot. Auto-spec equals true. I guess we'll update all these other ones too. Now, why doesn't this one have the same problem? It seems like a whole fuck ton of work for like no good reason. Yeah, I didn't write these tests and I don't really like them, but such is life, I guess. Yeah, the previous previous maintainer was very mock heavy on the tests, so some of the tests like don't really test anything, which is not great, but yeah. Randorito! Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Are you like a bag of chips and sometimes you get Cool Ranch and sometimes you get nacho cheese? Is that what your name's after? If so, 8 out of 8. This seems like a whole fuck ton of work for no good reason. That's the other half of development, yeah. Yup. Nope, wrong remote. To the B remote, not the other remote. All right, so some of the other ones to fix are Well, one of them I just can't do anything about, which is kind of unfortunate, which is this one here. So I opened an issue that was like, hey, I have a GitHub app called, well, I guess we can zoom in a little bit. I have a GitHub app called pre-commit.ci. I'm still receiving webhooks for this repository's pull requests as the user pushes to the branch. These always fail, and please stop sending me webhooks for archived repositories. If we look at this, yeah, they unarchived and closed this pull request because I asked them directly. But basically, every time they were doing a push here, it was sending by app a pull request. Oh, and their code was getting rewritten too. That's even funnier. But I was like, what the fuck? Don't send me webhooks on things that I literally cannot respond to. And they're like, well, it's working as intended. Which... yeah. No plans to change how this works. Yeah, well, unfucking fortunate. Be nice if it changed how it worked. But anyway, there's nothing I can do for that, so I'm just gonna delete it, and then I already wrote the code to prevent it from crashing, so there's not really much else I can do there. Some kind of guy says, so I learned Twitch doesn't support H.265 for ingest while in the field. Oh. Is 265 the like next gen 264? I guess that would make sense. What happened to the first 263 of them? If shit doesn't work, just comment it out. Yeah. Hey, D-Dels. Hello, hello. Yeah, I have power. I have power again. Oh man, 4 days without power sucked. But yeah, now we're back. We're back to having the powers. Which is great. It is much improved not having power. I was losing my mind. Slowly losing my mind. It's easy to get hardware encoding for 265 on Intel machines. Oh, I see. I see. Half the bitrate, same fidelity. Wow, that's huge. Cause yeah, they're just like doubling your throughput, I guess. Okay, cool, sick. Well, let me make sure it actually ran 310. So fucking stupid. That's so dumb. I hate it. I hate it so much. It ran with 310 RC1. Cool. Stupid. Oh well, okay. Done. Sick. Okay. That's that out of the way. Let's do the next one. Oh, can I actually open this in the browser? That would be dope. That's totally what I copy pasted. There we go. Oh, cool. I can open it in the browser. Okay. Oh, did I show? No, I didn't. Request IDs. Those aren't secret. So this was actually, I think we saw this on stream. August 3rd was a Tuesday. I guess we didn't see this on stream. Well, maybe I reported it on after stream. Anyway, my deploy scripts for pre-commit.ci all broke at the same time. And the reason was this workflow's run, which documents this status argument, which lets you have either a status or conclusion. That filter was just broken for any new run. So I wrote this little script that let somebody toggle the status here. And it was supposed to always return 92. Or it was supposed to always return 94. But if I added status equals... if I removed it, it returned 2 mystery runs, which were in limbo, I guess. Even though every run was completed. So I was just like, what the fuck? Why doesn't this work? It worked literally yesterday because I had tested it the day before. So apparently it's fixed now. So I wanted to go back and revert the change and make sure that it's still working. It matters when you're on the AT&T unlimited data plan. Oh yeah, that would make a lot of sense. Let's see if it works. Royal Vizier Napa says, was it Vizier? There's so many windows open. Oh, you got 3 windows open. There's not that many. Yeah, it's not that many. You should come to the stream when we have like hundreds of tabs, which happens pretty often. Okay. So this patch, I think, is what we just need to revert. Yeah, let's try that. Git revert this. Is this gonna let me push? It should not. Oh, I don't have branch protection on this repo. Probably should. Well, we'll set up branch protection. Even though I'm pretty sure this just has pre-commit.ci, so it's not a huge deal. What am I looking for? Branches. Add rule. Master. Acquire status checks. R. And include admins. God damn it. Oh, I didn't auth my password manager. And I don't have a mute button. This. Put me in face mode. And then all right, we're back. I just logged into my password manager with myself muted so that you can't hear me type thing. I like your split keyboard. Is the middle keyboard for numbers? No, I use it as a stream deck. So if I press this button here, it takes me to my selfie mode. But yeah, I use it basically as a way to do shortcuts and stuff. DL says, wait, I missed the start of the stream. Did you decide while the power's off to rearrange your stream room? DDLs, everything has changed. Everything has changed. I have a new microphone. I have a new microphone stand. I have a new camera. I have a new, well, my old face camera is now doing this. So the white balance, there's still white balance issues, but they're not as severe as before. I have fancy new headset. Oh my god, I'm so loud without this off. Noise canceling is actually kind of nuts. What else? New camera. Did I say that? New camera. New desk. I have a lot of new setup. Everything has changed. But yeah, hey, what's up, Neckler? Hello, hello. Zoom enhance into your retinas. Yes, yes. Q Apple says, can people determine what password to use from the keyboard noises? Yes. Let's see, Berkeley, password, recovery, audio. And actually, I have a video about this where I talk about it. Why you should mute to type passwords. So note this is from 2005, like 16 years ago. A research crew at Berkeley was able to basically run some training data against just audio of a of typing and recover with fairly high accuracy what the typed text was. So it's like, yeah, anyway. I mute to type passwords because it is possible to recover keystrokes from that. So Golden Duck Rules says, if I may ask, what do you do for a living? And Jenny Pie has helpfully done bang job. I'm a staff software engineer at Stripe working on Python infrastructure. Indeed. Yes. New Anthony. Well, I mean, same me, but new setup. Gotta learn the commands. No, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Always good to ask questions. The FAQ command actually just searches my FAQ playlist, so that one isn't a particular command, but kind of neat. Apple says, I actually had a shower thought about that, but I never knew it was actually a thing. Yeah, it's totally a thing. Yeah, 2005, right? 2005 on like Windows XP, right? I heard that there's software they can recover each keystroke you make. I think you're talking more about keyloggers, which yeah, keyloggers are software or hardware, but they have to be on your machine. This is like somebody listening to the Twitch audio could plug it into a machine learning algorithm and then figure out what I type, and you would be able to get a crazy amount of training data because you see exactly the characters that I type on the screen as I type them and could associate those back to words and stuff. But yeah. So I try and not type any passwords on stream. The only password that I really type nowadays is my password manager anyway. So play copyright music. Yeah, easy. Get your channel taken down so they can't find your keystroke audio. Also probably depends on the typer, but you have enough keystroke audio samples to machine learn that pretty easily. Oh yeah, for sure. Think top streamers get hacked from that type of stuff? I think they could. I don't know of any documented cases where that's happened. I kind of wanted to write the program to do it, but at the same time, I feel like something like that would get used for evil rather than for good. But yeah, I don't really want to do that. But I think it would be cool. I think it would be really cool to build that. But yeah, I don't know. Ethical, yeah, right. Might actually be a serious security concern. I think it's a very real security concern. I wonder if you could play around it by switching to Dvorak or something. Maybe, but like you would just train it against Dvorak instead of QWERTY. But all streamers probably have 2FA. Yeah, but I bet you most of the like just chatting streamers, I bet you they use the same password on all of their accounts, and not. I bet you almost all of their accounts don't have 2FA. They probably only have it on like Twitch because it forces you, and maybe their bank. But there's a lot of damage you can do with one password if someone reuses their passwords. But I don't use passwords. So I have password manager, so I don't worry about that. Yeah, bang password. Yeah, if only were that easy, right? Evil is fun though. Yeah, you're right, Marquise, but I don't feel like releasing that software would be. I think if I made it on stream and didn't release it, I think that would be cool. But I don't think it would be something that I would open source. Or maybe I would open source the code, but not the models or something like that. I don't know. Chosa says for fun. Yeah, perhaps. DL says, I still don't understand machine learning at an audio level well enough. Well, I don't understand machine learning at all. ML audio is make a spectrogram out of the audio, and suddenly it's machine learning out of images. Yeah. I hear passphrase is the way to go. I just have a password manager. I literally know 2 passwords of mine. I know my Windows login, and I know my password manager password. And that's it. Nothing else. And I guess I know like the stupid 4-number character codes that, like the PIN codes that I have for a bunch of stuff, like my bank card PIN code, and like I think AT&T has a PIN code too, which is like dumb because having a PIN code for your account defeats the entire security of your entire account. Because like it reduces the password space down to just like 10,000 items. And it's really easy to brute force. Like, I think like you could break into my AT&T account just by guessing the pin code or brute forcing the pin code. Like, not hard. Whereas like I have a really secure password for it, but that's the point. There's a pin code, and there's no way to disable the pin code either. But yeah. And Nakalik says, I recently started using password manager. Now I don't know any of my passwords. Yeah, same. PewDiePie says, how do you sync your password database? Is putting it on Dropbox safe? I have heard that that's fine, or reasonably fine. I use Bitwarden, which synchronizes. You basically have an account with them, and they synchronize it. But yeah. ZSNW says, what do you think of non-setup tools, build tools like Flit, Poetry, etc.? I don't really like them. Well, I think they are, well, I think they're slightly too magical from one part. And if you ever need to do anything slightly interesting or complicated or slightly out of the norm, they're really annoying to debug. Whereas with setup tools, I kind of know what I'm getting into, and like it's fairly straightforward to debug stuff. I don't personally use anything other than just boring setup tools. I guess I use declarative metadata, but that's built into setup tools still. I don't even use PyProject.toml. Sue me. Hope you're making Skynet software? Not really. Face unlock for the win on Windows. Oh. Yeah, but I don't really want Microsoft to have my face. They already have it, but I guess they already have it. True. No 2FA on banks, shake my head. Yeah, mine recently added 2FA, which they didn't have it for a real long time, which had me concerned. Trusting other service with my password is sus. Yeah, well, you can set up multi-factor, and Bitwarden is entirely open source, so I think it's on GitHub. Yeah, Bitwarden is entirely open source, so you can read the source, and I've read through it myself. The command line is, I think, the most approachable. But you can basically read how it works, and it's fairly straightforward, and it's encrypted entirely on the client, so the server never sees your password. They just see a blob. And yeah, I have 2FA on my Bitwarden as well. Mine added 2FA with only texting. Bold of you to assume I can read. Yeah, right. You can also self-host a Bitwarden server. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Is GitHub the only place to share source? No, it's just the most common one. Okay, so let's do the thing that I want to do, which is try and deploy any of these services. Lambda which bumps emulates. Okay, this sentence makes no sense. We have found the perfect target for this. Pre-commit.ci auto updates or oh wait, this shows a credential. Fuck. There's a token in this README to show this little image here. So take a look at my face while I rephrase this sentence a little bit. Yeah, that seems fine. Oh, actually, it would have been fine because the token's off screen. The token's like up in the corner past my face, so it's fine. Your mic is still on? No, I'm not typing the token. I was just trying to hide the screen, but I didn't even need to hide the screen because the token is a screen. Update readme description. But if I would have edited it in the GitHub editor, then you would have been able to see it. Just joking. Yeah, no, I got you. I got you. It's very real. It's something I think about though, so something to definitely keep me on my toes about. Okay, I don't actually want to show the diff because the diff has the token. We won't scroll down. Okay, so the first thing that we need to make sure happens is that this succeeds both of the things. And then I'm going to test deploy dev. This should be straightforward because we didn't change any of the code. Echo says, I don't understand. One guy told me I can do everything from Ubuntu and Kali. Is that true? I mean, yeah, they're both, I mean, is that true? You can be very pedantic and say that it's not true by finding some functionality in Ubuntu that is specific to Ubuntu and then saying, like, you can't do that in Kali. But realistically, they're both Linux machines and you could install whatever software from either of them and do anything in both. So, yeah, you can probably do either of them. The thing is, if you tell someone you're running Kali Linux, they're going to be like, their initial, like, my initial thought when you said Kali is like, oh, this is another script kiddie trying to hack stuff. Like, Kali has a bit of a reputation as, in a way, a security pen testing focus operating system, and I don't know that I would ever use it as like a day-to-day development software. Oh yeah, Jenny Pymetko asked that earlier in this stream even, and I answered it already once. They must not have been listening. Fine. Get a touch screen keyboard, problem solved. Huh. Okay, run deploy dev. I'm gonna loosen these up a little bit because they are very tight. There's that's a little better. Have you tried Pop OS? I have, but I'd rather just use vanilla Ubuntu. Have you deployed yet? Hello? Or did it fail? Oh, no, it succeeded. There we go. Sick! Okay, so that succeeded. We also need to merge this and make sure that it deploys that other one. Yeah. So now it should also deploy to prod here. And if it succeeds, then we know our fix worked. Or our fix, GitHub's fix, because they were the ones that broke this shit. Oh, this is not the one that it needs to pass on. It needs to pass after this. Kali's just Linux prepared with some special software. You can install all that in pretty much in every other distro. Yeah, it's true. Rail says California. Wait, what? Hackermans, I'm in. What are you in? What are you into? If you don't know the difference between Kali and Ubuntu, then you're not ready for Kali, especially since Kali has root. Wait, Kali boots into root by default? That seems like a bad idea, independent of what you're trying to do with Linux. That just seems like a bad idea. Future, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. LJMF says that he's Cubes OS. I don't know what that is. Parent OS is an alternative. I feel like you're trolling somehow, given your kappa. But anyway, cool. So this is a script that was broken, and that looks like it's fixed. Please let us know if that is not the case. Okay, so it is the case, so I can just delete that. All right. Holy shit! How long have I been streaming for? 2 hours. Feels like it's been longer. What do we want to do next? I thought Marsha was going to show up, but I guess not. So we'll review Marsha's PR. Fidel says, I enjoyed Mint mostly because a multi-monitor window manager was better on Mint than others in my experience. Love that cinnamon reference. Wait, what? I don't... Okay, anyway. So the original issue is kind of like a joke idea to make double bang repeat the last time somebody had run a command on the bot. So Marsha went ahead and implemented this. In theory it works. I'm not sure. Let's see. So we store the previous command. Oh, this is interesting. Interesting. Okay, so if we match a command, it then stores this here. Is this a problem? Brief command is not done. This is potentially a problem for emotes. No, I think the idea was just like you could bang bang someone else's command and just YOLO it. So the only thing this is gonna break is, at least that I can think of, is some of the data in the message itself has information about the message, like emotes. The way Twitch sends emotes, the free cache. The way Twitch sends emotes is, this one doesn't have one either. None of these had emotes. Damn it. Well, anyway, the way it sends it is there's information in here that points at the text in the actual message, and so that would have the wrong values. I guess it would just be that it doesn't render emotes. Maybe that's fine. Is there any other place that they could have bang bang? I don't think so. So maybe it's fine. Yeah, this is probably fine. Just won't render emotes. Yeah, I think this is fine. Let me good code change like a ghost. So we've got one commit here. And then I guess we can merge this. I did pre-commit.ci change. Oh, an extra new line. Nice. Cube's OS is an OS based on virtualized machines using the Zen hypervisor focused on security. I like the looks of Kali, that's why I asked, but maybe there is a way to make Ubuntu look like Kali. Oh, are you just trying to get the visual? Yeah, you can visually style however you want. Time to bang, 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 bang. I don't think that'll work. That'll just... I mean, I think it works the same as this, so we would just continue to run this command. So it should be fine. Next up, emoji commands. Geo's Jobby Doo says, hey, so I'm new to Python. Any suggestions on what text editor I should use? Use whatever one you're comfortable with. Whether that's like PyCharm or VS Code for if you want like a graphical, windowed IDE, or if you want to use a terminal text editor such as Vim or Nano or Emacs or Babby or find something you're comfortable with and stick to that. I will say that it is a good idea to learn at least one terminal text editor, even if it's not your primary form of editing, because at some point you will be on a server and you will need to edit text. And if you're not going to use a terminal editor, Nano's really easy. And yeah, but like some people are very religious about their text editors, and in my opinion, just like find something that you do well with and stick to it. Yeah. Anyway, people tend to go crazy over text editors. Not a huge deal. IMO. Yeah, exactly. Nano for the win. Yeah, I used Nano for the longest time until now. I use Babby because I wrote my own text editor, but it's based on the ideas of Nano. Okay, good code, change like ghost. Yeah. GitHub. Push chatbot. Yeah, the dash in the middle of the name is like kind of annoying. Which chatbot? Aw, did she do it directly on her master branch? Damn it, Marsha. Yeah, check out. What am I doing? So now I gotta do fiddly stuff to push to the right place. 2 and 4. No, yes. Yes. Okay. That seems fine. Marsha headmaster -f. Sick. Good code changed like a ghost. Well, I didn't actually change the code. Good code squashed like a ghost. Only problem with Nano is it's not available on all operating systems by default. Typically not available on Red Hat variants unless installed additionally. Wait, really? I guess on Debian it's part of the U-boot, the minimal, Debian minimal. It's not part of Red Hat minimal? Kind of surprises. I guess they probably ship Emacs. No, there's no way they ship Emacs. They probably ship VI, not non-Vim VI. That'd be my guess. Campbell says, I'm using Vim because it makes me feel cool and it's fun to use. Teach your own. Geo says, thanks for the suggestions. At some point I'll try the terminal thing. Nice. Pokeball says, hold up, you wrote your own text editor. Is that what I heard? Yeah. This is my own text editor. The one that I use on stream is this. Uh-oh, why are you failing? Oh, because PyPy timed out. And I'm not going to log in because they're going to show my phone number because fucking Microsoft. A text editor eventually. Well, it is a text editor. But yeah, it's a fully featured text editor with syntax highlighting. And it works. There are occasionally bugs, but we fix them on stream usually. Haven't run into one in a while though. But yeah, if you've used Nano before, Babby is heavily inspired by it. Shares a lot of the keyboard shortcuts. One of the memes though is you can quit Babby using Vim's :q, just because I thought that'd be funny. But yeah. Grandpa's iPad says I worship in the house of Babby. Yes. Emacs people kind of freak me out. Yeah, I feel that. Sarcastic Dante uses Emacs though, so some of them are okay. Some people are religious about text editors, says the man who wrote his own. I mean, I'm not going to try and get people to use my text editor. And I'm not going to be like, Vim people suck, Emacs people are the worst, Nano people's for noobs, you should use Babby because it's fucking awesome. No, I'm not going to do that. I don't give a shit what you use. Like, use whatever you're happy with. How to open VSC on the server? You can't? I don't think it has a terminal mode. I mean, you probably can. It'll just show up in the background. No one will be able to interact with it. Fidel says, do you mind if I do a quick experiment? Sure, shoot. Do I need to be editing text, Details? I need to actually get something. If the experiment is what I think you're going to do, I need to actually have something to do. So let me get some code that I'm gonna edit, and then is that your experiment? Am I guessing correctly? Oh, I fully muted Dixord. I'm good. Okay, yeah, I muted it this time. Oh, did you use the TTS in Dixord? I thought I turned that off. Did I not turn it off? I thought I turned it off. Is it on again? Because it's really annoying for people. Okay, let me figure out how to turn it off then. But first, let me say hi to Ellie Abani. Or is it Ellie Abani? I don't know. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. How do I turn off TTS? I'm pretty sure I turned it off and maybe it got turned back on. Uh-huh. Oh, where would it be under roles? No, those are all just normal roles. Duration. Oh. Is it under members? No. Fucking, how do you turn this off? Oh, do I have to turn it off per channel? Oh, that would suck. It's a per user setting? Well, oh well. It'll just have to be then. I thought you could turn it off on the server. I'm pretty sure I did at some point. But maybe that's not how things work. Okay, anyway, let's merge this. Hopefully this isn't a huge mistake. And we'll restart the bot. And so the first time somebody does bang bang, it should do nothing. But if somebody runs a command like blue thing, then you can do bang bang. Yep, 100% works. Why didn't that work? Why it not work? Oh, I know why. Because this needs to be global. I'm just gonna revert it for now. Oh man, this didn't end up working as intended. The prev message is scoped, so isn't stored afterwards. And I probably could have noticed that, but oh well. Next time, Marsha. I'm sorry. Merge. You can disable TTS in the roles menu. Oh. Oh. Server settings. Roles. Why do I not see? Oh, default permissions. Oh, there we go. And messages, public threads, private threads, links, files, reactions. Send text to speech messages. There we go. I've turned it off before. I don't know how it's back on again. But whatever. Anyway. Okay, that's out of the way. The next one is really annoying to reproduce. How am I gonna do this? How am I gonna do this? So if you, how does this work? This person had a reproduction. GitHub app with request OAuth, yeah. When a user requests is admin to install the app, the admin accepts and gets back to the app. I then get a URL that looks like this. When the authorizing request gets back to the app with a URL like this. Yeah, so this is the problem that Green Shirt ran into. So I think what I need to do is make an org with a repo in it, and then add my other account as a collaborator, and then have my other account make a request. And they should get logged in. Oh, and I have an issue on my side to fix this too. Okay, so I think we can do that. I have this kind of throwaway org, which is mostly just archive stuff, but I can just make a repo in here. Please ignore. Get public. And then it's not the right one. This one. And then how do I add a person? Do I have to make a team? I don't want to do that. I just want to add a person. Invite teams or people. Here we go. The big fucking button. Right. Sure. Sending invite. Get the invite. Again. It only came up because in another server, someone said, I didn't hear you say it when I typed it out, so I TTS the message instead. Oh my god, that's great. That is great. Here, let's get this. Oh no, my password is Control V. And then I gotta click on this link. Yep. And then... Wait, why can't I fork this repo? Because it's empty. And then I gotta request it? I gotta log into the prod app? How am I gonna do this? I guess I'll log into prod. I don't think I've ever logged into prod with this account. Hello? I clicked that button, right? Oh. Okay, so we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna log out. And then we're going to do this. And this should log me in. So I'm logged out here. Before I was crashing. Okay, it's fixed now. Sick. Sick! Cool. We can delete this repo now. GitHub has fixed this. Ta-da! That means I can revert my code that handles that as well. Oh, we did this before the refactor? No, I thought we did this after the refactor. Oops. Oh, goodness. Nope. We did this before the refactor. Dang it. Web. Oh, did I just never fix this? Did I just refuse to fix this and I was like, this is a GitHub problem? I thought I fixed this. Yeah, because this'll error always. I guess I never fixed this. Could have sworn that I did. I guess not. Okay. I mean, cool. I'll have to revert it if it never got committed. Wake and Bake Gamer. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you are doing well. Nice. Nice. The Alpha Exp. Thank you for the follow as well. Welcome, welcome. Okay, sweet. So that one is done. The next is this pull request that we've gone back and forth on several times now. Let me make sure that there aren't any others that I can close out here. OSS. Yeah, that would be nice. Oh, that's gonna be a lot of work. This one I know how to do, but it's a lot of work. This one I can now do. That one I still need to fix, but it's not a big deal. I don't know how to fix this one. I know how to fix this one, but it's a lot of work. This one I want to make a pro feature for. I don't know if this is ever going to get done. This is similar to this. I don't think that's ever going to get done either, but it may. Yeah, let's see what they did to quote unquote fix this. Wait, I was in the middle of like good code changing like a ghost on this, wasn't I? So I'm gonna have to do that all over again, aren't I? Fuck. Talk about overkill. I don't know if I would have used string join there. It works. I probably would have just f-stringed. But then it'd probably be line too long or whatever. Oh, it'd probably fit. I don't know, there was some other reason that I wanted to good code change like ghost, so we might make that change as well. Let's see. I think it was because their tests were bad. And I had already told them to fix it and they didn't fix it, so I'm just gonna fix it for them. Oh no, I already did good code change like a ghost. Because this is definitely me. I must have already fixed their shit then. This is their change. Yeah? Yeah. Okay, this is probably fine. I don't love this patch, but I don't really hate it. I don't hate it enough to contest with it, and I don't use this hook, so if it breaks, I'll revert. But I think it's fine. I'm concerned, but not enough to stop it. Almost click close instead of merge. That would have been great. They do their little issue thing properly. God damn it. Oh. I guess it triggered the close anyway. Cool. I didn't expect it to. Alright, sick. That one's out of the way. Oh, this next one. Guy wrote me a fucking essay for things that I obviously know. New line equals f dot new lines. Wait, you can retrieve the new lines out of a call? Fubarbaz. I think that does what they want. Skipping binary file F. What? What the fuck happened to this file? Oh, I did \b like a dummy. Especially \n. Yeah, that's always going to be none, so I don't think their suggestion actually works. Oops. That'll convert them to new line. And not new lines equals none. Of course, we need to put it in writable mode. Yeah, so that suggestion just doesn't work. That is not how that works. Why have they linked to like some unrelated line? Adding encoding equals UTF-8 seems fine. As for picking a line ending, I'd lean towards always using pack-in. I don't think your suggestion of new line equals f dot new line lines works. That value is always done. Determining mixed new lines for the proper ending seems out of scope and or difficult and or better handled by a tool that actually does it correctly. That actually is intended to solve that problem. Alright, seems fine. A7XN1 says, could you please explain what you're doing? I am replying to open source stuff. I am catching up on my inbox because I have not been at a computer for several days. I have one more to look at, and then I'm done. Default install arguments. Because hook types again. Oh, Paulo. I know Paul in real life. I'd rather not. I'd rather not. It would be too easy to confuse with default hook types. Plus, it'd require just as much typing as writing a shell script or make target, etc. if it was actually unwieldy. I imagine pre-commit install -h commit message. It's -t. This isn't that bad. We'll let them reply though. SJ Muelbello, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you are doing well. And that gets us caught up for the most part. I have some other stuff I have to do offline. I have to talk to this person, write a blog post. Yeah, I gotta do a bunch of other stuff. The Alpha X says, can you explain the project of this repo quickly for us? Which one? This one? Pre-commit? Yes, I can. Pre-commit is a framework for managing and maintaining multi-language pre-commit hooks. Says the tagline. Basically, it's a way to install linters and code formatters in a consistent way in a bunch of different programming languages. Its primary use, or the original primary use, was to manage Git hooks, but it's kind of grown a little bit beyond that to just do, tool installation and tool execution. The basic idea behind the tool is you set up a config file which lists the tools you want installed, the versions that you want for those, and where to get them from. So in this case, it installs a code formatter, some fixers, and a checker. And what pre-commit will do, you can, Git hooks, as I said before, but what pre-commit will do is it'll install all those tools in user space. And so anyone that's working on your repository will have that particular version of tools and install them, and run them consistently. But yeah, here it is running those against a file and fixing some white space or whatever. But yeah, that's the idea behind pre-commit and how all that fits together. GenePie says, if you had a web scraping job, what would you use? Depends on how quick and dirty I want to scrape. Now, I don't scrape myself because it's not exactly ethical. In some cases it's illegal, but if I were to write a scraper, I would probably start with something simple like multiprocessing, and I might not even need multiprocessing. I would probably just start with URL request and get it working. If that's not fast enough, I would reach for multi-threading or multiprocessing. If I need to track failure scenarios and other stuff, I'd probably involve some more stuff, some more tech. But I don't know, I'd probably start simple. Neil Porter says, did you get this idea from issues you had on the job? So funny thing about this the original version of this software was actually written during group projects in college, um, where I had some certain standards, coding standards that I wanted to enforce on my group project partners, and didn't want to have to nag them about it. So I basically set up a pre-commit script, um, which is very. I mean, it wasn't structured in the same way as this one. All of the actual fixers and checkers were encoded directly into the file. Yeah, hell yeah, Michigan shout out indeed. All of the fixers and checkers were encoded directly into the script, and so I didn't have to like tell them, oh, fix your white space and fix your braces. The script just kind of fixed it for them. But the idea to make this kind of like multi-repository, install tools, this idea came about from some of the issues that were had at Yelp. In particular, our systems people were not allowing us to install Ruby tools, and so we needed a way to consistently install a bunch of different programming languages and a bunch of different tools for them. And so that was why pre-commit initially launched with Python, JavaScript, and Ruby. Those were the languages that Yelp wanted. And yeah, so in some ways, yes, it was partially due to work, but most of it was nagging group partners. Like those classmates that doesn't know how to use a formatter or linter. Well, I mean, that's like never. I wouldn't say that. I would say that like in school, your priority is never like, it's almost never code quality. It's get something working, and that's the end of it. That's where it goes. Occasionally, you will be in a situation where, like I think I had one class in school that did a code quality points. Now, the problem with doing a code quality points is they came up with some like completely bullshit subjective stuff. Subjective? Yeah. Bullshit subjective stuff to take points off for. And so like almost nobody got full points for code style unless you were, best friends with the TA, which is not my style. If you know what I mean. But yeah, we did in intro to programming, we actually did introduce our students to a few linters and code formatters, just so they had a feel for them. And I honestly think that was like the only class. That's the only class that I know of that did that. And it was mostly because I was one of the teachers, and I was like, hey, we should teach our kids this because it's fucking important. And so we did. Hey, what's up, Kenbiko? Yeah, everything's new. We got a new microphone. We got a new camera. We got a new old keyboard camera. What else? Audio interface. New headset. But yeah, everything's a little bit different. I don't know. We'll see what people think of the camera angle. I might do some. I got a stand to move the camera. I basically have a monitor mount now, and I can attach. Yeah, here we go. This is mostly what my setup looks like, although different microphone, and I had a camera here. So what I might do is mount the camera from this pole here and stick it kind of in the same spot that it is here. Right now it's on a tripod that's chilling over here, so I might move stuff around. Yeah, the sound better be better. There's still some stuff. Like I haven't done any. This is just microphone directly into interface and then directly into OBS. I have not done any massaging of the sound yet. There's still more potential for improvement there. But yeah, it's still a pretty big improvement. Also, the echo should be gone, which is great. The Alpha X says, I like your keyboard though. I mean, the keyboard's gonna stay. The keyboard's not going anywhere unless you redeem the points, and then I swap to the other keyboard, which, oh, I don't have a place to plug that in. Well, we'll just hope it doesn't happen. Greg Key says, which standing desk did you get? I got, I think it's called Feisbo. Let's see. Let me get it from my Amazon orders so I can show you. But I mean, I'm not sponsored in any way, but I do really like this desk so much that I bought 2 of them. Because I originally bought this for work. Well, I bought the smaller version of this desk for work. Right link? Yeah. There you go. Hey, what's up, Summersoft? Hello, hello. Toggle desk reward though, yes. Expensive. Yeah, well, I didn't want it to just continually happen all the time. But yeah, I have this version of the desk. That's this one right here. And I also have this one, but 55. The espresso. This is what I have. This is what I use for work. But yeah, I really like this. I did fuck up the. There's a clip thing to hang stuff on. I fucked it up on this desk, so there's like one fewer screws than there should be. But that was just my bad. But yeah. Yeah, but in black. Yeah, the black. I thought about the black. How do you like the black? I don't know. I felt like the wood colors felt more natural to me. The black made me feel like, oh, I could have gone with the bamboo. The bamboo looks nice too. I felt like the black would be too. I felt like, I mean, work is already enough like a prison. I didn't want to feel more like one, you know? Wouldn't want exercise, am I right? I just don't want to be constantly standing up and sitting down, standing up and sitting down. I've never used the hooks. Yeah, well, I have a I gotta remember to point it over here. I have this, which I use to hold my headset. This was a gift from Juicebox Hero, actually. But I do actually use one of these. But yeah, so I would have used one of the clips, but now I cannot. I love it, but everything else on my desk is black too. Oh, okay. And it's in a dark room. There you go. Yeah. I got the 55 for work and the 63 for streaming. Cause I want this boy's got to be as wide as possible. Black shows all the dust. Heard from a friend. Ah, yeah. I guess that's another reason not to have black then. Oh, JJMC says exactly that. I regret mine being black. It shows the dust right after cleaning it. Yeah, that'll happen. Kabiko says, I've got the exact same headphone hanger. What a claim to fame. Nice. I'm guessing that is just like the Amazon suggested one. Which, like, it's nice. Works well. You can close it if you don't want to use it. Heavy duty. Seems good. Didn't go with the 69. I would have, but there wasn't one. So unfortunately I'm only at 63. But yeah. Yo, could you imagine if I had a desk lamp that looked like this? Why would somebody buy that? Wait, home cinema theater. Wait, is that a popcorn machine? No. It's a vinyl record wall clock. Where did I see popcorn? Oh, the word popcorn is there. Why is this a recommended item for a fucking standing desk? What the hell is this? A rug. What the fuck? Why would I get an Amazon? Why would I get an Alabama Crimson Tide wall clock? This is like in sacrilege there. What is this shit? Okay, anyway, fuck you, Amazon. Villau ZLK, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Why would someone buy a desk lamp? Yeah. Neil Porter says, I've been taking some CS classes As not Michigan, and the difference is like rigor's quite noticeable. Oh man. Oh, at not Michigan. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like the difficulty is quite different from what I mean. I helped friend with theirs at a different school, and yeah, they're a little different. Wait, Kabika, you also have that desk lamp? Gotta Pinterest up your home office? Yeah. Hey, what's up, Sheldred? Hello, hello. No windows in that room setup? No. This is my stream room is I wanted to say landlocked, but that's not the right word. Sheldred, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, there's no rooms in here. No windows in here. No windows, no paint. I mean, yeah. I don't know if I'm allowed to paint because I'm renting. I didn't read closely about that because painting's a pain in the ass. But yeah. Dino says, I still think my favorite Amazon recommendation was Left 4 Dead 2 on Xbox. I recommended a first aid kit. Oh my god, that's great. I asked Desk Lab, we can't all justify 2 key lamps. I guess that's fair. These key lamps are fairly bright. Buy the blackout paint? Oh, get the Vanna Black or whatever it's called. That stream room probably cost you $1,000 a month in California rent. Oh, this would be, yeah. I mean, this room is bigger. This room is bigger than let's see. I think of the people I dated, only one of them had in SF. Only one of them had a room that was larger than this. So, yeah, like this would probably be 1,500 to 2K per month in SF rent, which would suck. Jenny Pie says renting staff software engineer should be buying. Well, I didn't. So here's the thing: I did not want to buy in California because I knew I wasn't going to stay there. Sample size is 3, so it's not that big. It's 2/3. I didn't want to buy in San Francisco, and I didn't want to buy. Or I didn't want to buy in the Bay Area, and I didn't want to buy remotely. So I'm going to be looking to buy soon, probably. But yeah, so that's why I'm currently renting. Aldrin says a radical GNU warrior writes a question: Debian 11 or Windows 11? Don't ban me, please. I mean, I'm running Ubuntu and actually Windows, so why not both? why not both? Anything dumps anyone with a room smaller than 1,000 square feet? 1,000 is a lot. 1,000 is a a decent sized place. Like I think my apartment's only 975, and it feels fairly large. Although then again, I was in Bay Area for a long time. Sisab Diego, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, this is 2004. I run LTS because I write packages with it, and I write packages for it, and I value the stability over over the brand newest software. I don't usually care about the brand newest software, except for Python, and then I just use Dead Snakes, which I maintain. So easy enough. Now we know your standard. Oh man, dude, else says my house is 1,600 with a basement. Yeah, I mean 1,000's pretty large. Sheldred says, "Is joke. I meet you today. I am pen tester. Good channel. You share programming. True. I need learn." Yes, I do. I have a bunch of content on my YouTube channel, which you can check out. And this is the best place to look at it through this GitHub link here, which goes over a lot of educational content, and you can learn a bunch. So check that out. So are you gonna buy in the Bay Area? No. No, I'm back in Ann Arbor, so I'm gonna buy somewhere around here. Hey, what's up, Prediction Machine? Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Why do I have another email? The emails, they never stop. I feel like I can never quite catch up. Fortunately, this one I can just delete. So it's about the typing The typing special interest group. Banish the email, yeah. Oh, I'm not looking forward to work on Monday. So on Monday, I'm coming back after over the last 10 work days. I was sick for 5 of them, and I had no power for 2 of them. And I hadn't caught up on my emails from the 5 days that I was sick yet. So I have emails that are somewhere between 1 to 2 weeks old, plus 3 days of work or 2 days of work email. And I'm on call right when I start on Monday. So next week is going to be a mess. But yeah. Was the California and Michigan salary reduction massive? No. It was 10% reduction or something like that, which like doesn't really matter. it's not a big deal. Are you doing a master's? No, I just wanted to get out of the Bay Area and want to be closer to family and stuff. But yeah. You could rent in the Bay Area or you could buy Ann Arbor. Yeah, exactly. Well, here's the like here's the thing when people are talking to me about like cost of living, the example that I always give them is a parking ticket in Ann Arbor is cheaper than paying for parking in San Francisco, which is fucking nuts. Like you can drop 100 a day on parking in San Francisco in some places, and it's a $20 ticket in Ann Arbor. So, and since I was already working remote, it makes like no big difference to work remote here or work remote there, other than I'd much rather be here. But yeah. I have to get to a few hundred mark all as red. Yeah, I just delete them all. Hey, what's up, David? Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. I'm seeing a lot of people leave big cities and moving to other places. Yeah, I mean, COVID was like, I don't want to. It sounds bad, but COVID in a lot of ways was a big equalizer where it showed that remote work is not only possible but also productive. And yeah, I think like more companies are being more open to that. Of course, others are not. Like Google is one example. You can buy Detroit, yeah, buy all of Detroit. I've heard of companies lowering wages if you move away. Did you experience that? Yeah. So Stripe dropped my base salary, just my base salary, not any of the other compensation, by 10%. But they also, and like I didn't care. It didn't factor into my decision at all. And if they had dropped it 20%, I probably also wouldn't have cared. But they also threw in a $20,000 relocation bonus, which I had no idea about. That was just like, oh, cool, free money, nice. And so after the drop, and well, I don't want to actually tell you that. I don't want to tell you whether I came out ahead or not. You can do the math. You can look it up on levels.fyi if you really want to. Why do you think Google isn't allowing remote work? That is actually a weird question. I actually don't understand. Well, I do to some extent. To some extent, I understand why Google wants to keep everyone at their offices, and the answer is a little bit sad. If I'm correct, my thought is that, and this is very true to how Google structures their offices. They want you to stay at the offices like as close to 24/7 as possible. They provide you all of the amenities, like there's meals, there's workout places, they basically try and build a city that you live at that you also happen to work at. And by keeping you there, they get you to work more. And if they keep you on, if they keep you at an office, you're going to work more. And that's their mentality about having those and requiring people to go to the offices. Workout places, gyms, that's what they're called. Sorry, Kimpico. talking at a screen for a long time makes some of the words go blah blah blah. Prediction Machine, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Our company recently allowed remote work too. I love it. Nice, nice. Yeah. Remote position, perks, snacks in the office. Yeah, I mean, giving up snacks is a bummer, but also really great because when I had snacks, God, I would just fucking eat snacks all day. And I still eat snacks all day, but at least I have to buy them. So if I don't buy snacks, I don't eat snacks all day. It was a great solution. Or if I buy healthy snacks, I'll eat healthy snacks all day, which is way better than whatever garbage is in the office kitchens. It's just like, god damn. Live in Google HQ because you can't afford. Some people like. I've heard stories of people just like staying at the Apple office for weeks and weeks, just like literally living there. Which wouldn't surprise me. Well, that's an adorable emote, David. I have a question. I have to do a school project and I chose to make a train controller for a train simulator. Imagine having all the controls on your desk like the real train drivers have, controlling the simulator. I'd use Arduino or some other microcontroller to get all the inputs and outputs. What I want to ask is, the simulator doesn't have an API, just a DLL file that works with a proprietary game controller. How hard would it be to build an API based on that file? So the tricky part is if you just have the DLL, you're gonna have to extract the symbols to be able to call the functions in it. So there has to be some like header or some way to interface with the APIs. Otherwise, a DLL is not too useful unless you know what functions are in it, basically. But assuming you could get the functions out of it and like link to it and make calls to it, like it probably is fine. Ideally, in theory, if you have, if the DLL came with some packaged software, they should tell you how to write code against it. Hopefully. Mercule logo says, I was working at Intel, lots of tools you can find only in the office. Yeah, so hardware changes this a little bit. Yeah. Also, there is some situations where like people have things that are only accessible inside of an office, and like great firewall off stuff as well. Is levels accurate? Yeah, it's accurate. I mean, it's at least accurate for my level at Stripe. Yeah. Why are the huge disparities between L4 TC levels? L4. So SRE is not an engineering role. That's why it's very different. If you're talking about traditional SRE, it's kind of bitch work. It's, diagnosis and triage and it's not really engineering despite having an E. And depending on the company, they take that a lot more, to the letter. Lyft was actually an example where the SRE role was actually more of an engineering role than it was a traditional SRE role. But that's why SRE is so much lower. The demand for security professionals and security is an interesting one. Because in my opinion, there are a lot of bad security engineers, and I would say the average security engineer is bad. No offense to security engineers, just of the ones that I have met, most of them have not been good engineers. There have been a few that were great, but a lot of them have left left something to be desired. But I think the reason the pay scale is so high is there is a desire to have really strong security engineers, and there are not many of them. And so that's why there's a pay disparity. Lost in Shapes, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. And W Plants, thank you as well for the follow. How do you become staff software engineer? There are a lot of different ways to. So, more generalized, the question is, how do you level up in software engineering? And there are many different pathways to leveling up in software engineering. And depending on the company that you work at, companies will value different things over others and structure their promotions around those sorts of things. For me, and like I'll talk about several of the different pathways. Hey, what's up, Red Puma? Thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. So there is one pathway, which is what I would consider more of like a leadership type pathway. Well, actually, I think Stripe talks about this fairly well. Stripe designs, I think it's 5 archetypes for a staff engineer, and they're basically, I don't know, let's see if I can remember them all. They basically define 5. Forget whether they overlap all the way or not. That's a shitty circle. They define 5 archetypes, and these are people that fit a particular set of roles and skills that match up to different things. I think they overlap all the way, because there is like, you know, to be a staff engineer, you should have at least some component of all of these. One is called the fixer, domain expert. These are the 2 that I know, because these are the ones that I most closely associate myself with. One of them is like architect. I want to say one is like leader. I don't know. These ones I'm a little less familiar with. But basically, they embody a certain set of skills that a person needs to have to get to a level. Hey, what's up, Fixer Jake? Hello, hello. Tech lead. Yeah, that is the other one. I think that's actually what leader is. So wait, this one is something else then. Yeah, tech lead is one of them. I don't remember what this one is. But anyway, the ones that I identify the most with are fixer and domain expert. These are like my 2 strongest of the archetypes. And to some extent, architect. I can do tech leadership. I have filled this role. I don't enjoy it the most, because it is a lot more organizational aspects of, like, less of the technical aspects. It's more towards, oh yeah, wait, you have exactly the link, Kimiko, and then I'll catch up on chat. Yeah, this is different than ours. Oh, but this is written by a guy that used to work at Stripe, and by which Stripe's framework is structured around. So it's very similar to this, but there's like 4 or 5. Maybe it's only 4. I don't know. Anyway, the ones I strongly resonate with are these 2. But what I want to say is, like, building skills in each of these categories, you specialize and generalize depending on what you want to do. For me, I naturally fall into fixer type roles because I like to build stuff that fixes things. Oh, I missed that Fixer Jake has resubbed at 14 months. Thank you for your continued support. Good to see you again. Hello, hello. And Octavius has resubbed at 8 months. Thank you as well for your continued support. How are you doing on this wonderful day? Oh, I didn't miss you, Fixer Jake? All right, cool. Well, then I got you twice. Perfect. But yeah, I naturally fall into this fixer type role. I like to build infrastructure. I like to, find people that are suffering problems that they don't necessarily even know they're suffering those problems, and then build solutions to them for them and make them more productive. For me, fixer is a multiplying factor to make other people more productive through technical solutions. And from a domain expert position, I know really well the technologies that I work with. I know Python really well. I know Git really well. I know developer workflows really well. Like, I know all of those tools, exceptionally well. And I leverage that to educate people around me and build out solutions with that. Kevin C, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. And for me, architect is about, leveraging some of this domain expertise as well, but also being able to fit a lot of systems in your head and design something, well, maybe not even in your head, but communicate out how to design a system and like build up things and put them together and make them function well. And tech lead, like I said earlier, is more about organizing people and less about the technical stuff. But and then whatever the 5th role is that I don't fucking remember. But yeah, anyway, let me catch up on chat because I'm super far behind. But what I want to say is, like, leveling up in engineering is about ticking boxes in each of those domains, and some of that is shipping impactful projects. Some of that is, working with peer teams to make deliverables happen, plan stuff, etc. Some of that might actually be giving a talk at an external conference and like representing your company and like, doing something like that, or like building a technology or stuff like that. It's really hard to know, and it depends a lot on how your company structures promotions and frames all that stuff and does all that. Like, it's hit or miss. Like, Yelp had no framework whatsoever for promotions. Yelp had no promotions until recently. There was no levels. There was no pay equity. There was no way to get promoted. It was all just kind of hand wavy, and if your manager felt like giving you more money, they would. And so there was no framework to level yourself against your peers and say, if I accomplish this, then I'm acting at this particular level. Now they did introduce a levels framework after I left, and so like, that was one of my big criticisms when I left. I was like, there's, everyone's junior here. There's no promotion framework, and there's no pay equity, and there's drastic pay disparity, independent of skill level. But yeah. Neil says, do you like Stripe? I'd imagine it's a dream to work with all the smart people. I am not going to answer that on stream. I think there are parts of Stripe that I enjoy, and there are other parts that I don't. I don't think anyone could truly love the work that they do, because unless they're working for them themselves. Because at the end of the day, work is it's a transaction between your employer and yourself, and they are necessarily trying to take advantage of you in some way. Whether that's fair or not can be up to interpretation. Schnitzel, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you are doing well. Is SRE just somebody hitting Control R to make sure the website is up? No, I mean, usually there's automated monitoring and like response to the pages and stuff like that. Like, it's not just, ideally there's automation there. But negative IQ viewer says, I installed Kali and then runs all the tools. Am I a good security engineer? It's funny because some people that self-identify as security engineers stereotypically fall into that bucket. But yeah. Jenny Price says top 1% for security does most of the work. Yeah, I think that's true. Isn't security good? Software engineering says Live XYZ. Yes, if done well and done correctly. Yes, absolutely. Someone didn't watch the Olympics? Yeah. Where's X? How you doing? What domain would you consider yourself an expert in? Python testing, automation, developer tooling, linting, code formatting, Git, systems administration to some extent. Probably a bunch of stuff. I don't know. It's at least a starting list. Problem with the security jobs, they all require 10 years of experience for a junior position. Yeah, so another thing that you'll learn about job applications is those year requirements, they're not written by engineering. They're not written by engineers. They're not written by engineering managers. They're very often written by some HR person that has no fucking idea what they're talking about. And so you should apply anyway, even if you don't have those number of years of experience. Because most of the time, it doesn't fucking matter. If you can do the job, you can do the job. It doesn't matter whether you've been doing the job for 10 years or not. That doesn't automatically make you better. You could be a fucking shitty engineer for 10 years, and that doesn't make you better than somebody who's, done good engineering for 2. But yeah. Hey, what's up, Cheese Lover? Hello. Seniority comes with lots of meetings. Yeah. That is unfortunately the tendency as you move up, is you spend a lot more time talking with other people. But Fixer Jake says, I feel that Fixer stuff currently. We're getting an API up to get Ansible going for my team. Yeah. It's hit or miss, but let's be honest, it's mostly miss. Yup. My teammate has been there for 2 years, didn't have a promotion. Now he got an offer at 2 levels higher than from Amazon with nearly double the salary. In other words, I'm already contemplating moving on. The best way to make more money in software and the best way to level up your career is consistently switch jobs. You should probably not stay at a job any more than about 2 or 3 years, unless there is a good way to get internal promotions. But most of the time, internal promotion frameworks do not outpace switching jobs. So for better or worse, yeah, switching jobs is going to be your best way to make more money. And I wish I would have known that sooner too, because I stayed at Yelp for 5 fucking years, and I was paid less than new grads 5 years in, which is just fucking stupid. I essentially left $1 million on the table by not switching jobs, which is a lot of money. But oh well. Now I know, and now I can tell all you so you don't make the same mistakes I do. Or I did, so. But, yeah. Shit sucks. Basepath says, I can see security engineers not being the best engineers. At my university, the main cybersecurity program was part of the business school. What the fuck? Why? What? Essentially, if you see a job that you fit the knowledge requirements, but not the years, just apply. Yeah, for sure. Hey, what's up, Ralphie Coates? Hello, hello. Security is more than the software side of security, though. Physical security and ensuring compliance with minimal impact on productivity are other really hard domains. Yeah, especially the last one. Yeah, like implementing good security where you do not impact the productivity of developers is yeah, that's the one that people are that is the hardest to solve, and I think people are the worst at. 0 is close to 10 years of experience. Yeah, there you go, Jenny Pie. Whereas X says, shitty in engineering for 10 years, I feel called out. Hey, that's not what I meant, Whereas X. You know that's not what I meant. But yeah. Fixer Jake says, have to do an assessment for Amazon by Wednesday, hoping to get through. Yeah, make it happen. Earman says, less than what? Yeah, I feel like I don't know, year and a half. Yeah, like what this guy code says. Year and a half, 2 years is too long. Yeah, that's 2 years is probably about where I would start. No, if I hadn't already started looking for a job, I would start looking for a job. But yeah. Leave a bad Yelp review. Yeah. Be there long enough to vest either 1 sign-on bonuses or 2 annual bonuses, then yeet. Yeah. Well. Yeah. Yep. She's Lover says, I want to apply for big tech, but heard so many bad stories. I mean, it's hit or miss. Hey, what's up, Kmerick? Hello. Just came in, TLDR. We were just talking about pay equity, switching jobs, promotions, that sort of stuff. Basically a just chatting stream for the last hour. But yeah. Code says, what's a good way to get into open source as a recent grad? Like, what kind of project should I work on? Fortunately, I have a video for you. Oh, god damn it, no longer shows up. Open source? Yeah, there we go. How do I get started in open source? So this is my advice. The TLDR of this video is basically any project that you use has a very long list of issues that can get solved by a person of any level. And, jump into one, ask maintainers. They're usually more than welcome, more than happy to help you with problems. And yeah, just like figure out something you want to do and make it happen. Yeah, there's also goodfirstissues.com. Yeah, or whatever the actual I don't want to just type in a domain name. Good first issues. GitHub. Goodfirstissue.dev. Is this the one? Yeah, this is the one that I remember, which is like large active projects that have lots of beginner issues. There's also tags on GitHub. This is not accurate. This just people put this in their repository for like no good reason. But a lot of projects have a particular tag that they tag issues with, which can help you there. Where's X says I meant shitty at engineer for 0 years. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Leave every month, 12x raise in a year, profit. Yeah. So what I've heard is some people with this new remote work, what they're doing is they hold 2 or 3 jobs at the same time and just slack off in all of them. Which, I mean, sounds fucking genius. First off, I don't think I could pull it off because people know me, unfortunately. I'm rather public on the internet about what I do and what I work on, and I stream. I'm on Twitter. I do a lot of GitHub stuff, so I couldn't be able to I wouldn't be able to pull it off, but I think some people could. Um but yeah. Get your cliff invest. I cliffed myself at Peloton. Oh. Oh. Yeah, I mean, it also depends on equity vesting structure as well. So like I've grumbled about Stripes in the past, where Stripe does yearly vests. So it doesn't benefit me more to stay longer, basically. Like as soon as I get my first vest, there's not much incentive to stay for a second vest, which makes sense. But yeah, other than this 3-letter acronym, FixJ says a big one if you're into .NET, and a lot of people use is ShareX. Oh yeah, I mean, there's a lot of projects with a lot of issues, and I'm sure that one is one as well. Actually, I haven't written much .NET in a while. I want to get back into it. Prediction Machine says, do you work with data scientists? Currently looking to switch in this field and doing a master's in data analytics. Any tips? So the infrastructure that I provide at Stripe is primarily consumed by data scientists. I don't fucking know what they do though. I am not a data scientist. I don't know anything about data science other than I roughly know the tech they use. I know the basic ideas behind their deliverables. I know the infrastructure that they use. But I don't really I have no fucking idea, basically. You heard about the guy who outsourced their job? Oh, that sounds genius too. Sounds like a code switching nightmare. Yeah, yeah. Or context switching. I mean, either, yeah. Speaking of being public on the internet, we got to talk about your lack of contributions recently. No commits on the 12th, no commits on the 14th. There cannot be a valid excuse. Dude, there is a valid excuse. I had no power and no internet for 3 days. I don't even know how I did something on the 13th. I had no power. I had no internet. Must have been on my phone. Yeah, like power went out. It was Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Yeah, I had no power and no internet these 3 days. I have no excuse for the 8th. I don't know what I was doing that day. But yeah. Data science and engineering is largely crappy and always sucks. Yeah, that's what I've seen for the most part. Ginny Pie says, haven't done an open source PR since I'm worried they're going to be like, this is shit, blocked. I mean, generally they're not going to block you unless you're an asshole. And usually they're going to be helpful. Yeah, most of the time. He's Lover says, I'm thinking about getting back to applying. I like my current job, but I can be making way more than I am now, I feel. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, make more money. LJMF says, what do you think about IPFS? Is that IPFS? Why do I'm thinking of IPMI, which is the like remote software power switching, right? What is IPFS? Protocol and peer-to-peer network. Oh. Wait, what? Is this like decentralized web bullshit? I don't know. Mr. Fisher, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. I mean, other attempts to decentralize stuff, I feel like has not been all that successful. Like, just look at the colossal waste that cryptocurrency has been. And I don't think that a distributed web would do any better than all that. It's like, as bad as centrally managed cryptography authorities are, like, kind of works pretty well. Like, web security, fairly decent for what it is. And I don't think any amount of, like, making that peer-to-peer is going to solve those problems. Like, I think in a lot of ways, and a lot of these similar technologies have spun up over the years, and to me they feel like solutions looking for a problem and not solutions that actually solve something that people are actually running into. Like, let's see what their rationale is here. What is their reasoning here? Inefficient and expensive. Download from one server at a time. Who gives a shit? I have fucking gigabit Ethernet. It basically shows up instantly. Like, there's literally doesn't matter. 60% savings for video? Who cares? You're not downloading like 4K video all the time. Like, relatively, you know, and we've already solved this problem. You just set up CDNs. You don't, I mean, you still need to do server to server. The bits still need to show up on your machine one way or another. Like, doing peer-to-peer doesn't make the bits no longer need to show up there. So, like, their entire problem statement is just kind of bullshit. But, like, yeah, and I feel like there's a lot of things that show up like this that are similar problems. And this, like, isn't a new idea. Like, BitTorrent's been around forever. I'm not saying BitTorrent is bad. I think BitTorrent has a different problem space that it's trying to solve. Like, I wouldn't go to YouTube and then expect, oh, well, I'm gonna hook up to my distributed torrent network to download my YouTube video. No, I fucking want to stream sequentially my video, and you kind of need a sequential streaming system to make that happen. And distributing that, yeah, I'm sure you could distribute it in such a way that, like, you order all of your peers so that they give you each chunk sequentially and, like, maybe make it work. But then you have to, instead of solving your problem, you've created 4 more. Like, you suddenly need a consensus protocol, you need an ordering protocol, you need all this other, like, bullshit, when, like, we've been downloading sequential files for decades and it works fine. Sorry. Pseudo, thank you for the follow, and the Jaguar, thank you as well for the follow. Welcome. Just hate the tech interview grind. Yeah, it kind of sucks. Yeah, it did show me binary search and it kicks leak codes ass. Yeah, and my friend made binary search, which was pretty cool. Position, front end, dev job, interview, reverse the binary tree. Yeah. It's BitTorrent a bit better, I would say. I mean, people in less developed countries would care. Maybe, but even in less developed countries, like, you still need, the bits still need to show up. So you still need the bandwidth one way or another. And so I don't think it's a throughput problem. I think it's a compute problem. And I don't think distributing compute for downloading internet resources is making things better. I think it's making it more complicated. Like, really, compression's going to do a lot more than trying to distribute file chunks. And as soon as you get into distributed stuff, you have a whole security nightmare as well. Like, what if you have a compromised node that decides, haha, fuck you, you're getting a virus instead of that, chunk of website you need. And then you need a whole, like, block hashing scheme, and, like, I just don't think it's solving a real problem. Wait, you're not continually downloading 4K video? Yeah. The quick protocol solved their problem statement years ago? Yeah. Mr. Fisher says, I just failed an interview screener challenge because I forgot I'm Expected to grind leak code for months before I play. Oh, it sucks. That sucks. Just apply .flip horizontally CSS class. Yeah, there you go. Many of the big players already do distributed loading on their side. Netflix via AWS, YouTube, etc. Co-located service infrastructure. Oh yeah, for sure, 100%. This is like CDNs. That's people have been doing CDNs for years. Like even Twitch, the content that you're seeing right now goes through. You know, I send my video to a local pop point on Twitch's AWS network. Actually, I think they have dedicated data centers. Actually, I forget. This was years ago when I interviewed, so it's probably not accurate anymore. But my bits come from my computer, go to a centralized or a non-centralized store on their side, and then they distribute that to pop points that you, the viewers, access those pop points. And so they're already doing all of the smarts around, you know, locating those bits as close to your viewer as possible. And you don't need to build a complicated protocol around it. They've already solved it. Now you could argue that, like, you know, every company that needs to do this work has to invent the same solution, which is, you know, fair to some extent. But there's also CDN services like Cloudflare, CloudFront, AWS, Fastly, etc. Like there are big companies that have solved this, and you can pay people some not very large amount of money to do it for you. But nah, I don't know. Warrior Giggle says, I don't know, man. I don't watch my video chunks sequentially. Sometimes you gotta switch it up. Yeah. The Jaguar says, greetings to Paraguay. A hug. I'm a programmer. Riley RPG as 400. I don't know what that means, but welcome. Good to have you. Neclark says, waiting for the day venture capitalists realizing they're getting scammed whenever a decentralized XYZ gets pitched. Oh yeah, for sure. I feel like, man, I wish there was like a business for being a consultant to venture capitalist pitches, where I could just be like, no, that's bullshit. Now pay me $500,000 that I just saved you. Like, I feel like there should be a market for this, and somehow I got to make it happen. Yeah. All the code says, getting the first job has been so rough for me, graduating in pandemic. Oh man, yeah, that sucks. I'm sorry. I started to apply to jobs outside of New York City because it's way too competitive here. Hopefully get somewhere remote in Alaska to start. Oh man. Yeah, I couldn't imagine, like, interviewing during a pandemic seems awful. And getting your first job is the hardest one. After that, it hopefully gets easier. There's a reason why the internet stopped working when Fastly died. Everyone uses CDN. Yeah, but like, I think you would end up in the same situation if, you know, whatever central authority in your hashing sequential block, whatever bullshit, you know, at some point you have to validate that the things are correct. And distributing that work doesn't just solve it. In fact, like, my main argument is distributing work usually makes things, like, usually if you have a problem and you add distributed systems to solve the problem, you now have bigger problem, not smaller problem. But yeah, anyway. Wikipedia got blocked on Turkey because the government just did it. With a distributed file system, this can be solved. Yeah, but you can also just use proxies. Like, proxies have existed for forever. And you can also just download Wikipedia. It's not that big. It's up on torrent sites. I think Wikipedia hosts of like first-party torrent of their content. Fastly downtime. Yeah, well, you know, someone could also clip the cable in the middle of the fucking ocean, and then what are you gonna do? Like, that's gonna be equally a problem. Or your ISP could shut you off. Like, you're not gonna solve that with distributed networks. There are single points of failures that we can't software our way around. But anyway. He also says, I've been cleaning up my uncategorized passwords in LastPass for 1.5 hours, down from 170 to only 80. Wait, what does that even mean? Uncategorized passwords? Mine are always associated with a site. I guess I have some that aren't associated with a site. Is that what you mean? Like, you didn't fill out a domain when setting up the password? Let's see this. They're all at the bottom, ones that have... Yeah. I have 3 that do not have a site associated. One is my GPG password, one is my router password, and one is my SSH password. I think that's what you mean? Oh, LastPass has password categories. Oh, interesting. Interesting. You can solve this by using the same password everywhere. Word says that's kind of what I do, but it's not pay 500k. Dropa says, "What are you hacking on Python itself?" Honestly, we've been talking about engineering culture, promotions, and compensation, and job switching, and interviewing for the last hour and a half. We have not been programming for a while. But yeah, for better or worse. Why noise, Tixord? Why are you making noise? I get emails now with my old password as subject to my Gmail. I'm just clearing everything up to make sure I change it everywhere. Yeah. HIPP, I show up like 30 plus times. Holy shit. I'm pretty sure some of my old passwords, I think a lot of my old passwords are in HIPP. Well, I was also in the big, the Yahoo breach. What's the other one? There was another like giant, the Adobe breach. Even though I've never purchased an Adobe product, but I was in the Adobe breach and the Yahoo breach. And surely like 5 or 6 others, and hundreds more that are that have not been publicly disclosed. Netflix uses a distributed file system to spread their Docker images onto their CDN. Yeah, that makes sense. But like, they have a very particular problem where sequential reads don't make sense. And they probably don't need a distributed file system. They could probably make a tree-based one, for instance. And we did a similar thing at Lyft. Like we had, or at Lyft? No, at Yelp. We had a cascade, a binary cascade for Docker daemons, Docker registry daemons. So we had a Docker daemon. Sorry, we had a Docker registry on every host at Yelp, every single host, and if it didn't have the image that it needed, it would fall back to a cluster specific registry. And if the cluster specific registry didn't have it, it would fall back to a region or a availability zone specific registry, and then availability zone to region to global, and then like a canonical store in S3, something like that. Now, it solved one particular problem we had, which was that we frequently pulled exactly the same images on the same host. So, distributing things that way saved a bunch of, bandwidth and co-locating and that sort of stuff. But it also created a whole new set of problems as well. Now we have this stateful daemon that's running on all of our hosts, and like, stateful daemons have problems. They're not bulletproof. Also, each layer had points of failure. Now they weren't single points of failure because we ran redundancy in any of this setup, but it added. It also added cognitive overhead because you had to understand the system and know, oh wait, why am I using localhost as my Docker registry? That doesn't make any sense. But yeah, people definitely use distributed systems to solve problems. I'm not saying that that's not a thing that people do. I'm just saying that it is not a general solution to already solved problems. Negative IQ viewer says 3 uncategorized passwords versus 170 senior versus junior. I have a lot of personal server stuff that never got categorized. They all have the same main domain. Oh yeah. Drink says using MD5 in 2013. Where did we see MD5? What? Where? I mean, wait. What's? I mean, yes, indeed, Jarok. Using MD5 in 20. I think when was MD5 broken? Wiki. Surely by 2013, right? Oh, the Yahoo breach. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. When was the... Oh wow, the first collision was only in 2010? Oh. I guess in 2011 it was when it was updated against recommendation. Oh yeah, 2013 there was no excuse. I started thinking, but back then, but then I realized I knew MD5 was broken before 2013, and now I feel old. Yeah, yeah. Is building a bunch of projects the way to get better, or is there something else? I mean, that's how I've gotten better. And you build stuff, and you build stuff that's different and new and challenging, and you learn stuff along the way. I think that's the more important part. But anyway, I think that's gonna wrap us up for today. This stream went much longer than I planned to, and it's kind of an unplanned stream. But we got a lot done, which is good, and we talked about a lot of cool stuff. But yeah, let me do my little spiel, and then we'll send you off to another channel. I will actually be streaming tomorrow, a little bit later than when we started today, because it's auto update day, chat. But let me do my little spiel, and then we'll send you off to another channel. My name is Anthony. I upload my previous content to YouTube. That is youtube.com/AnthonyWritesCode, where you can catch previous streams as well as educational content that I'm trying to upload 3 times a week. I'm trying to stick to that, which means I need to record a video after this so that I can get my 3 for this week, because I think I have 2 scheduled. Oh, do I have 2 scheduled? I don't have 2 scheduled. I have to record more, which I'm fine doing. Okay, I have 2 already, so I need to do 1 more. Field of Kush, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. I normally stream on... what days? Monday evenings and Saturday at noon in Eastern time, and I announce my streams in 2 places. One of those is twitter.com/codewithanthony, where I basically say what I'm going to do, and then I do it. I also announce on the Discord, which y'all should join and hang out on the Dixord. Jeropo, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. There's also a cool thing to do on the Discord now. There's a puzzles channel where I'm trying to upload not like programming. I mean, they're programming related problems, but they're meant to teach you about technologies. So come join the Discord, try out the puzzles. They're kind of a cool way to learn tech. Or at least that's the feedback I've gotten so far, is that people are enjoying them and learning a lot along the way. So anyway, thank you all for stopping by. Let's go find someone to raid.